Hello everyone, welcome back to another relaxing long play of Manor Lords. Today we're going to be taking these 10 people, rising up to an ultimate kingdom, and we're not going to be stopping until we've conquered every single region in this map. If you guys are enjoying these long camp kingdom style videos, leave a like for the video. Let's see if we can get it to 500 likes to unlock the next one. If you guys also wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, I definitely appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. Without further ado, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and let's get right into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Manor Lords video. Today we're in the beautiful winding river. We're on a nice little cliff face, one of my favorite regions to start in. And we're going to be building a cozy little village today here. So let's take a look at our starting resources. So like I said, we're kind of on a cliff face, which is kind of cool. I can imagine like a castle here or maybe a church or something like that. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. We have rich iron or stone deposits, sorry. That'll be awesome for obviously selling some stuff. That's great for your economy and even building a castle. So we'll take a look at that in the future. We have clay, we have fish, we got berries and some iron. Now, what else is kind of nice about this? We only have one rich deposit. So that usually means you have good fertility. And take a look at that. We got really good farming opportunity here. We could really build a farm anywhere that we want. We got lots of trees to chop down. This is a pretty good start, I should say so myself. Let's take a look at what we're going up against here. So we have the off-map adversary here, so they are right adjacent to us, so that'll be interesting. And we have a couple other AI opponents that'll also be building towns. Let's take a look at Team Green here. So they've kind of chose to build a little town in the trees here, which is kind of neat. They're going with kind of the boxy square plan here, so I think that'll look pretty nice. We will check back in on them throughout the playthrough. And we also have Team Blue here, so let's take a look at what they're doing. They have a pond here as well, so that's actually a nice little build. I would love to take this region from you, so we'll probably be doing that in the future, hopefully, unless they'll take us. To get things started here, obviously we'll need to chop lots of trees down, and there's lots of trees to the south, I guess, if we're facing this way. And kind of going towards that, it's actually pretty thick, so you might want to chop down some of those anyway. I think that would be a great place to kind of get started. Our tents are here, so building our town kind of just in this area is probably our best bet. So let's get started with this. So I think I could probably take advantage of this nice little opening and maybe even put this kind of just right there for now. And I'd like to even kind of take... I think my main path will kind of go in like this, coming into our town, and then I'm just literally going to take this just throughout here and kind of create a nice little service road for a couple of buildings to go on. I think that should be quite nice. And then I'm also going to get a woodcutter's lodge in here, a saw pit. I think that would be a great little place to start. And it's actually pretty close to where we're building our town, so that's awesome. We also have our berries over here, so let's maybe get our forager hut built. I am forgetting how to play the game. Let's maybe put it... Where can we put it? We got a nice little road path kind of coming through here, so I think that would be a great little start. I could probably face it kind of just like this, kind of tucked in there. And then I'm just going to take my path right through here. Nothing too fancy, and just get it going right to there. So they're nice and close to the berries. Let's take a look what these berries look like. What do we got today? Looks like some strawberries, maybe some raspberries on there. Actually, they look like the size of a strawberry, but more the look of a raspberry. It's kind of interesting. Might be some variety, maybe some blueberries in there or something like that. Comment down below what your favorite berry is. I'm a raspberry guy for sure. But actually, I can't have raspberries. Fun little fact about me, I can't have raspberries like in stuff, like a raspberry milkshake. That's wrong. But raspberries just by themselves, that is absolutely incredible. Raspberry jam I can stretch. Let's maybe get our stone deposit we can't really get yet. And other than that, we also have our fishing pond, which we'll definitely need to get a fisherman's hut. So I think no point in overcomplicating this. Again, I'm forgetting how to play. Let's face this. For some reason, I think C is to turn it. Let's just put this right by the trees there. And then we could kind of get our little town mapped out here. So again, I'd love to put a church over here. I feel like that just has to happen. I feel like you gotta have a church kind of outlooking over your town. And I'm just gonna take a path kind of just up here And where could we get this going? I'd love to kind of have like, maybe like a little area. It'd be kind of cool if you could lay down like picnic benches or something. Like that'd be kind of cool little area. But let's just go here for now. And then I might even kind of take this up and go that way for now. And then I can kind of go based off of this. I like to kind of look at the trees and see where I could get everything. Like I think it'd be kind of cool to just take a path right up through here to that tree and kind of have that like an end of a block, and then I can kind of get everything throughout here. So obviously we have our stone here. I kind of want to keep that dedicated to that. And I could probably even take a little path up here and go kind of just this way for now. Just again, I have a nice little service road there. I can obviously put my quarry there. And then I need to figure out a place for my granary. So, I mean, our food resources are way over here. I feel like having a granary right over here might actually be kind of nice. I could probably take a path. Let's maybe take this way. And then kind of just back over here. And then I could probably get my granary right in there. I think that would be a nice little location. If I could fit it. Let's see if I can do that. I can maybe do... Let's maybe just get rid of this path for now. And then I'm going to put my granary down first. I could probably put it kind of like right tight to this. I feel like that would be perfect. And then I could also get my storehouse over here. I'm out of timber, so we might have to wait before we put that down. But I think something like that might actually look pretty nice. And then I'll just kind of connect that there, and then I'll take a path kind of just around this. Let's maybe go this way a little bit more. And then I can just kind of connect right up to there. I think that should be perfect. And then obviously this is the end of our town. I think I could probably circle back, connect up to there eventually. But I think that should be a nice little location for that. Looks like our logging camp is ready to go, so let's get 2 families on there. And like I said, I'm just going to start hacking some trees down. I think it might even be nice to chop some of these down, and then that would probably even free up a little bit more space for us. Let's maybe do that. We can start chopping those down. And we also need to get, so that'll actually give us some timber. That'll be awesome. We have our fisherman hut coming up, and are we done this yet? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. So let's maybe get our hitching post. I'd love to get another one if possible. Now, this could probably go right there, and our hitching post can kind of just be in this area. I could also get another one kind of just like that. And then we also need to have an area kind of dedicated for our marketplace if possible. This is kind of the main part of the town. I could probably have a marketplace right in here maybe. I also like the idea of maybe having it here, but it's kind of close to the quarry. I'll just leave that alone. Let's just have our marketplace. Honestly, kind of where this timber is would be somewhat ideal. So I'm just going to take a path right off of here. And then I can just create a nice little market area for us. And I can go right there. And then in the future, once our tents are gone, I can put some stuff here. Maybe a couple of things, like we've got our tavern we need to put down. I think that'll be great. And I absolutely love that we have really good fertility. Like getting barley has never been easier. Like obviously we could get a field kind of over here, maybe if you chop down some trees, but other than that, barley over there might be just fine. Okay, let's speed this up just a tiny bit, ×4 fast forward, and let's get... Obviously, once we get some more trees chopped down, that will be nice. Let's maybe prioritize these so I can get another ox coming. I think that would be pretty ideal. Now, I'll speed this up even more here. We definitely need to get our fisherman hut constructed. And something has just been done. Looks like we got our hitching post ready to go here. So let's order another ox. One is over there. Let's get our second one over here. That will speed up production quite a bit. Looks like our granary is ready to go. Let's get a family on there right away, and then we can get them taking care of some supplies there. You know what? This kind of looks a little bit weird. I don't know why. I might have to kind of fix this. I'm just going to take a path straight up and kind of connect to these. And then just go straight to our granary rather than doing that. And then I'll come off up here and kind of just do the same thing. Connect there. That makes a little bit more sense rather than having just like that little end. And then we will need to get a storehouse as well. And it's already raining, so that's not super ideal. I could probably maybe get this on that side just so we have a lot of room in here. And then I'll just connect that to, I think that makes the most amount of sense. Okay, that's awesome. When we have room for our marketplace now, let's go ahead and plot this in here. It's not forming to the paths very well, but I think that should probably be good either way. We have 12 timber now. We can definitely get some things taken care of. Let's start fishing. We have 165 fish in this pond. I think I'd like to limit that. 112, that's actually not bad. We could probably do a little bit lower. Let's do 100. That's probably good. And then we also probably have this ready to go. While it is season, I think I'm going to start collecting those berries. And we could probably free up one family from our logging camp and get them on our storehouse for now, just so we can collect the rest of our supplies here before it gets soaked. Let's also take care of our well. So we could probably put our well maybe right here if that works. Trees uprooted. It will uproot just that tree, but I actually like that location. It's kind of, as you come into town, it's a little bit more central. And our storehouse is done. I think we've collected all that supplies. Now it's kind of just time to get some houses going here. So obviously I could get maybe a couple houses in here. I don't want to go too crazy. This is kind of a little bit of a dip. Let's maybe just get a house right here and kind of see if we can even put those in there. We could probably get two, maybe even one there. I obviously want to fill that in if I can. And then like I said, I'm going to leave that for our church. The majority of our houses, I think I could probably continue this on and go that way for future building. And then I'm just going to take, I'm actually going to take this and continue it on throughout here. And I'll kind of just do something like that. And then I can just kind of connect that up to there. That might work as well. And now we have some room for some houses. I think we could definitely utilize this. And I might even take this and continue it on through here. And now we have a nice little plot for this. So let's go ahead and get some burgage plots in here. I love that it's right off of here. I think I might even face them this way. I think 3 houses there might be nice, maybe even 4. I think let's maybe go for 3. I feel like that would work. And then I may even separate this a little bit. I might just kind of take this up and connect to there, and then I could also get some houses in here. Actually, I don't know if I love that. I'm going to leave that just for now. I do kind of want to see if I could put a tavern somewhere. I'd love to put my tavern over here. Let's maybe get some more burgage plots just in this area. Nothing too complicated. I think that would look quite nice. And I actually kind of like that they're on an angle. Let's go ahead and build that. And then I might even continue this on and kind of just around. Kind of just like this. And I'd like to wrap this just around here if I can. Just to kind of separate this a little bit. And then I might even just do something like this to connect to there. There we go. We got some more burgers plots space. Let's go ahead and throw some in there. And I actually like facing it that way. That is absolutely perfect. Once we get those built up, that will automatically get rid of our tents, and that will free up an entire part of the town that we can start building in. I don't want to fill up our entire town so tight like this if I can help it. I'd love to have a little bit of space throughout here if I can. I feel like that would be pretty cool. You know what we don't have? We don't have any workers available to start building some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and free somebody up. Okay, while they are constructing all of that, we actually have some pretty good food coming in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our berries. So they are still growing. We'll just allow them to keep getting some of those. We are getting lots of that. And let's maybe get a couple of things. We need a woodcutter's lodge. Obviously, this could probably go maybe just right there. It's probably fine. Then we also need to get a saw pit. Now, this could probably go right there. That's kind of a little bit closer to our town. That should be pretty ideal. And I'd love to get our quarry, so we're going to need some planks before we do that. So that's awesome. And then we can also upgrade our hitching posts if we want. Looks like we are now in a drought. So I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get all of that fish. I think they might even go... Actually, we kind of did, maybe. They might be kind of maxed out. Honestly, I could probably fish a little bit more out of this. I'm going to lower this to 80 even. I'm a little bit worried that some of these fish are going to go away, but there should be something in there. We have a message. It looks like we have an armament delivery, so let's go ahead and form a militia. That's all that's saying. So basically what this means is, I mean, in the current state of the game, they only send you spears and shields as an armor delivery, so you can go to your storehouse. That is what you have. So obviously the only thing you can get with that is your spearmen. So here's our militia. We have 10 men. Let's go ahead and pull them out and see what they look like. Let's see these strong, strappy young lads come out here. They're getting their shields, getting their spears, and I love that they come out of their houses. I think that's the coolest thing ever. So here they come. This is what the militia looks like if this is the first time seeing Manor Lords. And again, you guys should definitely get into this game. It's at a good point. It is definitely playable and fun. Obviously, there's lots to be fixed. But just look at this. It looks absolutely incredible. They are ready to fight. So 10 guys is definitely not enough. Let's get them back to work. That is not enough men yet. We also have an upgrade here. So I guess before we take a look at what upgrade we can get, let's take a look at our resources. We have farming. We are at elevation. We have stone. Got a couple other things here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So obviously this is good for efficient farming at elevation, plus 20% efficiency, cheaper animal imports you get with this, and increased mining labor speed. This is literally the perfect one for us to get. Honestly, I'm not even going to look at anything else. I'm just going to unlock this one. That's absolutely perfect. So we benefit from farming and mining from our quarry. I don't know if... Do you mine... Yeah, you must mine. I guess it's a quarry. I don't know if that would benefit from, like usually you get a mining pit and that's what you benefit from. I don't know if a quarry would benefit from that perk, but I guess we'll find out. Either way, the farming will definitely be nice. And you know what would be actually nice too? I feel like I said, we're going to chop down these trees we can develop into this area. I kind of like to keep this area open just for farming. Like if we got really good ember fertility, flax is decent over here. Not the best. We got more flax over here. But like as far as rye, obviously we can get that absolutely anywhere. But like barley, I feel like this would be a nice little farming location. And then we can have some farms kind of throughout here. And in fact, let's kind of do some of that now. I could probably kind of plot some of this stuff out. And have some farms all the way around here. So obviously I can get a farm in here. I could probably... How close can we get to this? Let's maybe just go here and kind of wrap around here. I could probably get a farm just in this area. I think that would be a nice little spot. And then I'll probably just cross over into this area. I can have a couple of farms on either side. And then throughout here, I'm also going to plot out a nice little area. I'd like to keep some of these trees intact if I can. And then I can continue this on up through here. And kind of just do something similar with that. Then I might even just split this one in half just so it looks a little bit different. What else could we do here? I might actually remove that and see if we can make this even a little bit better. That's not too bad. And then obviously over here, it might be a little bit limited of where I can even put this. Yeah, like that's honestly, I might not even be able to get a field there. But I feel like that should be pretty good. And early game, I might even want to split some of these up because we won't have all that many farmers. I think that should be good. Let's put some fields in here and do a little bit of future proofing. I guess I could maybe do something like that. Throw these in here. I think this will be quite ideal. Having a farm and rich stone deposit is kind of overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna have to use that to our advantage if I can. This will be a nice field for putting an ox on. You should be able to do that in no time, or plow that in no time. And then this is the last one. So that is a quite lovely little farm development there. I think it'll look nice. And obviously using the drought times to plot all that stuff down is probably our best bet. So that should be nice. And obviously we'll need a farmhouse, which I don't know if we, okay, it's only 3 timber. Oh, see if I could put it right in here, that'd be a perfect. But obviously this isn't our pond, it goes like way out here, so that'll look a little bit more natural. Where can I put this? Honestly, I may have to kind of free up a farm here. Just for our... Yeah, honestly, I might have to do that. Let's get our farmhouse there. And then obviously we could maybe have a couple little other farming locations, but I think that should be quite nice. We have 6 homes, looks like. So that's perfect. We're even building these ones still. Let's maybe get... Let's speed this up a little bit first of all. We need to get our woodcutter's lodge and our saw pit done. That is pretty important. And then we also need to get a few... Let's make our people a little bit happier if we can. So we got 56% approval rating now. We want to become more liked. So we need to obviously get somebody on our storehouse. That's going to be pretty important for us. Somebody finally moved in, so that's excellent. It is August, so we might want to start thinking about some firewood soon. And let's maybe permanently have somebody on our storehouse. And I guess, yeah, that did lower quite a bit, so there's no point in having anybody there. And I bet you our berries got hit too from that drought. It says it's still growing though. I guess we might as well just let it grow a little bit. Let's put some extra people maybe on there. And a couple other things. We got one on our granary, one on our storehouse. I think our well is done. I guess we could put somebody on there now, so that should be nice. Let's maybe double down on chopping these trees down. Just so we can free up some more development area. Yeah, this is pretty good. People are moving in. Our approval rating is coming up. And the grass is starting to green a little bit more. Looks like our water just magically appeared back. That's a little bit sad. Our fish will be struggling, maybe even for a couple of years, because there's only 37 to keep reproducing. Obviously, the more you have, the faster they do that. Let's maybe get... I love the idea of maybe filling in a storehouse or a tavern, sorry, earlier. And then I could get some houses maybe based off of that. Oh, I'd love to be able to put a tavern in here. Oh, that'd be perfect, but I don't know if we'll be able to. A little bit sad. That's fine. Just a missed opportunity, that's all. Let's maybe get somebody on our saw pit now. We have plenty of timber. I think we could benefit from that. And is there anything else we could get? Yeah, getting some planks will be nice. Then we can get our permanent quarry. So hopefully we can get some planks pretty quick. And let's maybe get even one more worker on our woodcutter's lodge, because there's not really else, or nothing else we could really do. Looks like our farmhouse is done. And you know what I might do? I might even, let's maybe just leave that open. I think we could probably do that. That's probably fine. In fact, we might need to get this as well. Do we have any space for this? Not really. Honestly, I probably should have put that down first, because that thing can go anywhere. Like, this has really good efficiency. I could probably put it right here. Right here would be absolutely perfect, but again, too close to that. I apologize for that. They're going to clean up that supplies, and then I'm going to get a windmill here first. And that'll probably be a little bit more ideal for us. I think I'm also going to remove this path just for now. But I could take it right off of here and just connect it to there for now. And then I can kind of reconfigure that when the time comes. But we're having a nice little October rain here, so that should be nice for our fields. And I guess what we could do, let's take a look at this. Let's go crop rotation. We got decent barley. We might as well do barley wherever we can get it. Like, we even have a little bit more farming over here. Yeah, let's maybe get barley first. And then we could do like rye. And then we could do wheat maybe. Just do a little bit of a crop rotation. And anywhere we can get barley I really want to get. So let's do some wheat. I guess let's maybe do rye the first year and kind of do the same thing there. 75% barley, so that's actually pretty nice. 97% wheat. We have a nice little rotation there. This is a little bit more poor. Let's maybe do a flax field first. And then we can kind of mix that around. Then over here, let's maybe do wheat. We want to make sure we have some food coming in for that year. And we could also fit a field in here, maybe. I could probably plot out a nice little area up here. And then maybe kind of wrap around through here. Let's go back a tiny touch here. I feel like that'd be a kind of a wonky field, but they weren't always pretty back in the day. I remember because I was living at that time. No, just kidding. Let's get maybe wheat. Let's take advantage of that. Barley isn't very good down here, so this will kind of just be our food field. And then we could probably even get a little field in here. Why not? Might as well use the space. Okay, there we go. Nice little field for them to do. That's the easy one that they all look forward to doing just because it's so tiny. And every time we finish a field, it's kind of like a sense of relief. Like, oh, look at that, I did a good job. Let's get this 96. I could probably get 97 out of that. And for some reason, that put the path over there. I might have to twist this around, maybe. I could probably... I mean, what would be the best way to put this? I feel like the wind may be coming through here. So let's maybe unsnap this, and I could probably put it kind of like that, maybe. And for some reason I put the path over here anyway, so whatever, let's just roll with that. And now I could probably go around and kind of curve just around like that. And now I could probably put my farmhouse in here. So this I will snap to the road. I could probably put that right there. And maybe in the future even fit another one in here, so that's pretty ideal. I actually really like that. We have 3 families available to put in places. We got 67 planks. That's actually quite nice. Let's free up a family. And now let's get a quarry. I feel like that's going to be nice. So obviously this will get rid of our surface deposits, but we'll have rich underground deposits, so that's endless anyway. So you don't even have to worry about demolishing that. Let's just put our quarry right there. And like I said, it gets rid of all of it. And now they will just do an underground one. That should be nice for us. We also have our clay over here we could get. How are we doing for firewood? Looks like we have quite a bit. I might even benefit from getting a charcoal kiln pretty early. Do I want to do that yet? I probably could. Let's maybe get a couple of charcoal kilns over here. Or maybe we could have a more dedicated area for them. What I might do is I'm going to take a path, kind of just throughout here. And if I can squeeze in there, oh, please. Shoot. Okay, that's probably fine still. I'm just going to take a path right off of here. And I guess I'm fine with just having the one quarry. And then this can kind of just be dedicated for our charcoal kilns. Let's maybe put one right on the corner and one right in here if possible. That actually worked out kind of perfectly. So let's build that up and we could start doing that. And we also have quite a bit of planks, so I think we could probably even build our church, couldn't we? Now we can plot this thing in. So let's see what we want to do with this. I feel like this might be kind of a cool location for our church. I mean, I could put it in here, but I think this would be kind of nice for our manor house maybe. We can kind of keep all that nice and open, maybe put a couple little walls in here, block it all in. This will be a perfect little spot for our church. I'd like to get a path leading to our manor house. So what I might do is just literally take a path. And this will be a pretty busy area, so I'm going to take a path like this and kind of just get it over there for now. And then I'll kind of do the same thing like that. And then I could literally just take, kind of envision a nice path kind of going like this. Just to create a little bit of area in the front. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I could even get a little marketplace in there in the future if I want. It's a little bit further away from this one, so that'd actually be quite ideal to kind of spread out your marketplaces. Okay, I'm kind of loving this. We are off to a nice little start here. Let's maybe get a couple more workers spread out here. And our quarry will be nice to start. We are building a couple more things in there. And honestly, this is going to be a farming region for the most part, so I'm going to have lots of farmland. I think I will just build another farmhouse in here. If possible, I could probably get one right in here. I feel like that would be a nice little spot. Efficiency has gone up, and I might even just take this straight like this. And that's not too bad. I could even get a little field here if I want, but I'm just going to leave it open. Some nice grass never hurts anybody. Everybody loves grass. I could probably even get more farm fields. I think this will be pretty ideal. Okay, nice. And then everything will be stored over here. This is still a little bit weak. I don't think they ever ended up doing that. We have 2 oxen. I think we could also maybe get this a little bit early on. Get our trading post. Let's maybe figure out first where we're going to get our tavern. I think having our tavern right off of here might be kind of cool. But I also don't want to take up any unnecessary space. It'd also be kind of cool like over here. Right next to our fisherman's hut. I kind of like that. I like the idea of having it right off of our market. And that probably makes the most amount of sense. Because that's where a lot of people are going to be. But it's kind of cool over here, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to throw it over here. Who knows? Maybe I could get 2 of them. And then I could put some houses around here instead. So I think I might do that. Let's maybe get a little path right off of here. And then I'll just have kind of like a little back area. Or back way to get into the town. Right to the tavern. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. And then I can get some houses throughout here. So I think what I might do is maybe just kind of split this up a little bit. Kind of just do something like this, and then I can get some houses in here. I think we definitely have the timber to be able to do this, so let's get some houses. Let's maybe see if I can, yeah, this is kind of where I want the front of them to face. Let's maybe do even a little bit further up like that. And I think that should be fine. Kind of a few houses facing in that way. I think 2 even would be better. That might be a little bit crowded, actually. Let's maybe go with that. And then I could get some nice big plots in here. Maybe even... Yeah, this would be pretty big plots, though. I guess they could be kind of like vegetable garden plots. We don't have enough goods right now anyway, so I think let's just chill on that for a little bit. It is November. Let's make sure we get lots of firewood, which we do. We got 9 months of food, 10 months of fuel, which is nice. I could get some more planks if I want. The other thing is, I can't forget about this. We have our iron deposit down here. So that will be quite lovely. And we have literally endless amounts of trees. Like, this is actually quite ideal of a start. Looks like we got 20 soldiers. Let's take a look at the rest of the map here. I think we do have some bandit camps kind of hidden and spread out here. So we could take advantage of those if we want. For some reason, they haven't really gone for them yet. Usually they do. So that'll be quite interesting to see how they handle that. Is After building our church, I'd love to get my manor house. In fact, I could probably do that relatively soon. This thing's just about done, so I guess let's just wait until our quarry is finished. We still have a decent amount of planks, so I'm not really worried about that. We may need to get some tools, and actually they just changed this now. So we have our quarry. You now don't need any tools. Where's a good example of this? I think probably this. You only need tools for durability. Like, you don't need tools to build anything. Like, you used to need one tool to build your bloomery. Now you don't, which is kind of nice, because if you don't have any tools, obviously you can't build a bloomery to then make tools with all that stuff and a smithy, all that. So they have fixed that, and I think in the next update you will not need a church to upgrade to level 2 or level 3 houses. Makes perfect sense. Like, if I have the resources, I think it just makes sense to build it however I want and whenever I want. So I think that will be a nice little additive in the future. Our church is being worked on. We're starting to get some quarry stuff, and actually another thing I'd love to get is maybe a stonemason station. This could probably go... Where could I put this? Probably somewhere cool. In fact, I might actually demolish that because I could probably get something better over there. I'll just put this over here for now. Stonemason station I could definitely have, maybe kind of just tucked behind here or whatever. Like I said, I want to develop over here, so I don't think I want to fill it up too much. Let's maybe just put it kind of under the tree here if we can, kind of just like that. I feel like that's kind of cool. And then I'm just gonna simply take, I don't want to get rid of that tree. Let's just take a little path and go straight there. We have our stonemason station. That's going to get us some of our dress stone. And we also need to maybe make some lime kiln, because then we'll have some rubble stone. So I could probably get that somewhere. I don't know if I want to get another quarry. Yeah, I can't even fit one. I might have to move some stuff around if that's the case. But I think I could probably just get a lime kiln maybe right there instead. Or maybe put it over here. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. But I think either way I will probably end up... I should have moved those over a little bit more. We'll have to kind of see when the time comes, I think. We have a few more workers. Let's get as many on there as possible. Now I think we could upgrade our well. And I guess, yeah, we might as well have 4 workers on there. That's going to use quite a bit of tools though. Let's maybe upgrade those. Whoa. Just absolutely yeeted us out of there. Didn't like that. And we'll also need to get a trading post. Now this could go, oh, right there, probably. That's kind of a perfect little spot. Let's maybe put it right there. And then it's somewhat central, and I could also maybe upgrade these. Maybe don't need to right now. This one I definitely do because it's already at capacity, so let's actually set that to very high. Or highest. More families are moving in. We're kind of out of houses already. So we kind of need to expand into here a little bit more. But as far as things we could sell, what could we do? We could probably get somebody on our charcoal kiln here. Start making some charcoal. Because right now we're just burning firewood, and it's better to burn charcoal. I think it burns better, and it costs 1 firewood to make 2 charcoal. So it's actually very effective. Our storehouse is done, which is always welcome and always nice. Our tavern is over there. I think we're doing pretty good. Honestly, once the springtime comes, I'm going to get a lot of people on our farm. Kind of ready to go. And we also have our clay pit here that we could maybe get somebody on. We need more planks though, don't we? We do need some more planks. Look at these guys. They look like ants in here. They're just all swinging in unison. That's hilarious. Watch this. Boom! Wow, they are like dwarves with perfect symmetry. It's hilarious. They're literally dwarves, and they've all got them there, so that's awesome. I could free up 1 family, maybe. And then... that's 2. Yeah, I need to get 1 on our saw pit, maybe. I guess I have 3 on there, so let's actually get somebody back in here. I think we'll probably have enough firewood for now. So let's free up 1 worker there. We have lots of space over here. I don't think I have the people for that, so I think I'll just keep these fields. I think that's probably more than enough for what we're looking for. Let's keep this sped up a little bit. And actually now might be a pretty excellent time. I'm just going to do this right now. Why not? Let's go take some bandit camps if we can. Well, let's kind of see what we're working with. We got one over here, actually two, and these are kind of spread out. I could probably go maybe over here and get these ones. That way I'm not crossing into their land. They'll probably not be too happy about that. I'm not too mad about making these guys mad. I think they'll be fine. Let's walk this way, and I guess it doesn't really matter which way they go. But let's start going over here. I don't want to get too close to them, so hopefully they go this way. They are actually going that way, so let's go this way instead. Okay, awesome. We're getting a little bit closer here. Let's cross this bridge. I think they probably should have good path. Or pathing now. Where was this guy? Oh, it's in this one. So let's just kind of line up about there. Let's put them on standard ground so they're kind of ready to go. Okay, we're now in February, so we're getting a little bit closer to spring. I just want to take these out really quick and then get back before spring, or it might even be summer by the time they get back. But let's see. Let's maybe form up right here just to make sure we are formed up nicely. Okay, let's see. Let's form up. Okay, that's perfect. They're in a nice formation now. And now let's press forward. And hopefully these guys don't come at us. Let's get a little bit closer. Maybe line up about there. And then they should end up coming out at us. So here they come. Let's make sure we prepare for them. So they're on their way. Let's maybe just form up right there. Standard ground. Let's get them on shield wall. And prepare for the attack. Here they come. They got about 18 guys. And I kind of left, they just released that new kind of, the plan for whatever they're releasing next in Manor Lords. And I kind of left a little bit of a comment saying all the stuff that I want. I kind of want bandit camps to be like, why are they brigands all the time? Is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, why can't these guys like be more equipped? Obviously, they're kind of just pick up a sword, pick up a flail or whatever you want to call it, and just fight. That's kind of what they were like. I don't know. I guess it kind of makes sense what they look like, but it'd be kind of cool if there's more unit variety. It'd also be cool if you could hire them to attack AI opponents or other opponents. There's definitely lots of cool things that could be done with bandits. So, world's worst charge. That was absolutely pitiful. Oh gosh, that must be cold from the winter. It was a long winter, let's be honest. They're holding metal swords. Shields are heavy. They're barely wearing any warm clothing. Okay, let's go. Let's push forward a little bit now. Let's see if we can have a nice push here. We got 20 guys. They got 17 now, I think. Yeah, we haven't lost anybody, and they got 15 actually right now. They are dropping like flies. This is pretty ideal. If we could take out these two bandit camps, that would be amazing. Let's see, did we lose any guys? Not yet. Sweet. We did that without losing a single man. Let's push forward and take this. And in fact, let's maybe run and grab that. That'll give us a little bit of money, a little bit of influence, which is nice. And I'm going to send that to our treasury if we can. We already have another bandit camp somewhere. I think they're over here. So we got 4 up here. I think they're definitely ripe for the taking. So let's go take this last one. And then I think we'll get our guys back before springtime. Okay, these guys are getting a little bit closer. Let's go on standard ground. Now let's just form up right here. And that should be good enough, I'd say. Hopefully. Oh yeah, they're dropping like flies. We lost one. Only one man? Okay, perfect. That's actually pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that. So send this to our treasury and then let's get the heck out of Dodge here. So let's get them back here. And what I might do is use some of this money to hire some mercenaries potentially. So what are we looking at here? I could hire both of these guys. They'd be very, very cheap. I think that would be absolutely perfect. So let's hire them. Where are they coming from? So they're coming from here, which is convenient. I guess let's maybe come up here. And then I could take out all of these guys, potentially. I just realized there's kind of a cliff face here too. That's kind of cool. Let's maybe go down here. We can get those guys back, and let's get our guys back to town as fast as we can, because we got 19 farmers not doing anything, so we definitely want to get them back to work. We're doing very good for timber, actually. Let's maybe get a mining pit for our clay, and then we're going to need a mining pit for iron as well, so we can start making some weapons. So I think this I'll kind of just take back in the easiest possible fashion. I could probably just take this through here. And I'll kind of just cut through the trees if I can. Maybe kind of just over here. And then come out there. That should be good. So we got our iron. That should be ready to go. How are we doing with our charcoal? So I think they're pretty effective. I might need to get one more worker on here, potentially. Let's see. Storehouse demand, I could probably get another one. Let's maybe free up one more worker and then I can get another one on that. It looks like our quarry is full as well, so they definitely have lots of work on their hands. I think what I could do, this thing is ready to go, so I'm actually going to free up one worker and get somebody on our stonemason station. And that could probably be the first thing we sell, to be honest. So it is a major trade, so we'll have to kind of sell something first. I guess I could just export some planks for now. Let's just keep like 30, and then I can get somebody on there. We can export some planks, and I could probably even export some charcoal, potentially, before the other people flood the market. So let's buy that, export, and let's set that to 50. And then I will get somebody on here, and then we can get a horse, and then we can begin to do some things. The other thing I want to do is get lots of people on there, so might not happen this year because we need more oxes to be able to do all that stuff. I guess I maybe could though, couldn't I? I could probably get a few people on there. I also need to get somebody on here, as well as this, but that hasn't grown a whole lot yet. I guess I only need one on there. Yeah, I have quite a bit of firewood. Honestly, probably enough right now. So I'm going to get one person on there. I don't need anybody on there quite yet. I am going to load up our farmhouses so we can get some people working. Let's actually buy that as well. And then we're pretty much set up here, aren't we? I don't love the way this looks. I think I'm going to fix this quickly. I could probably just take a path up through here and kind of just do this maybe, and then I could just kind of connect that. That probably works a little bit better. And then we still got to build that. Lots and lots of stuff to build, so hopefully they're able to get it all done. They're almost done getting all that stuff, and again, it doesn't help having all these guys doing something else. These guys are getting a little bit closer. I have 13 days with them, so we gotta be a little bit efficient if we can. Let's maybe charge them. We should be able to do pretty good here. Potentially. Okay, there we go. Let's go take that, just keep them walking. And these guys will pretty much pay for themselves and then some, so that'll be awesome. Let's send that to our treasury. Now let's see if we can take out all of these guys. That'd be kind of nice. Even if I have to pay for them again, that's only 60 gold pieces total, so that's not bad at all. We've already cleared out quite a bit of space here, and now might be a pretty excellent time to, I'm going to demolish these just because I could probably make this a little bit better. So let's just take this and just connect it right up to there. Then I can get some more houses here, so I could probably take a path right off of here and then kind of just go like this, potentially, and then I can kind of get some houses. It kind of sucks when you haven't chopped all this stuff down yet. Let's kind of just get a path throughout there, and then I can figure out some more houses in here. Like I could probably do some up here.
Summer's coming soon.
What do I want to do? Let's maybe just take this throughout here and then connect it back to there. And then I could figure something. This is actually kind of cool. I don't really want to touch this a whole lot. I could get some houses in here, and I think I talked about doing that. Let's maybe do that really quick. Might as well get them building some houses. I think that's probably good. We can get some there. Got some timber over here, and then let's maybe just take a path up here. Might as well use as much space as we can. Let's go back one and kind of just go with something like that. That's actually not bad. And then I could kind of just, this might look a little bit weird. Let's get a plot in there. Let's see if we can do this. Does that look super weird? We can get some houses there. I actually like the idea of the backyard kind of facing that way. And then I can also get one house in here maybe. Kind of do something like that. Let's see what this would look like. So we can get one house in there. Why not? Let's just do that. And then we can kind of just continue this on. And then I think this will look pretty good. Lots of guys are coming back. That is excellent news. Let's get them back to work. Now let's check in on these guys real quick. So I think they're probably getting a little closer. Lots of bandit camps to be taken still. So let's get those guys back to work. And then I'd love to get some more housing in here. Potentially, so I might even build. I actually love this region building. It's so cool. I can maybe build them right on the cliff. That's actually kind of cool. Let's see, maybe 3 or 4. Let's maybe do 4. And that will give us quite a bit more houses. I deleted those, so I definitely gotta build them pretty quickly if I can. We definitely have lots of stone. Not a lot of dress stone. Rough stone is what I'm talking about. So I think we probably have lots of that. Honestly, I don't even really need to do that right now. I think I'd kind of rather do this first. Get a couple more people in there. What do I want to do? That's growing. It's still not even at what I want it to be. Let's just get our farm going, I think. And then we can put a couple of oxes on there. And I might even send some money to our nearest town so we can buy a couple more oxes. We have a couple of stables there. I might get a few more of these kind of littered throughout our town. So I don't know where I could really... I mean, right here I could probably get a couple. Like I could probably get one maybe just in there. Kind of like that maybe. Let's kind of just... I don't really know what to do with it. Let's just go back and kind of just connect it to there. And then I can get a couple more stables in here. Maybe one more there should be just fine. You know what? I could probably even get a couple throughout here as well. Maybe one more over there. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to delete that and then just add a little path kind of going through here, actually. I think that'd be a little bit cooler. So I'll get one there, 2 there. I think that should be just fine. In fact, I might even delete this one. That's probably quite a bit. Okay, lots and lots of stuff to build. We got people on our fields, which will be nice. I might even prioritize some of these. Just maybe the close ones or something. I don't know. Hopefully they'll be able to get them done. Got about 5 people on there. And let's go ahead and check these guys out. I bet you they're getting a little bit closer. I think they may even have beat those guys, which is nice. I'm gonna send this to our nearest town, I think. And that will give us a little bit of bread. There we go, 127 now. Let's get these guys over here. And we might have even be able to hold them at that bridge potentially if we get close enough. So getting that money really, really helps. I think we could order another ox now. And maybe even a horse, which would probably help out. Where is our trading post? Where did I put that? Right here. So we are exporting charcoal. We don't need to export planks anymore because I think I could just buy this now. And now we can export our dressed stone. And I'm going to keep a little bit of it. I think I'm going to get to like, I want to make quite a bit. Let's keep like 50 maybe and then sell the rest. I would like to maybe build a little bit of a castle here. And I don't think I need a whole lot, but if I can, that'd be sweet. So let's export that stuff. I could export mortar. The other thing I could do is literally just sell all the stone. Like we have all this rubble stone instead of making mortar. We will need some for our castle though. So I think I probably will do that. Let's maybe do that. Let's get our lime kiln and that could go maybe right there. That seems appropriate. And we are building quite a bit of housing. We're getting our fields taken care of, and I might even get another ox on there. I think that would probably help. They're all kind of spread out, so if I can get more people, that'd be nice. Let's see, do we have 2 oxes? Enemy unit spotted. Let's go check these guys out. I think, oh, they had a fight. No, no, no. Shoot, where'd these guys, did I miss something? Wait, what? They crossed the bridge? Maybe they did. I just somehow messed that up. Well, that's probably fine. I think we'll still win that. And I don't think I missed any. Interesting. Let's watch the fight. Got a nice little charge here. Nice fight along the river. And once you're done, you can just toss the bodies in the river. Call it a day. No corpse bit needed. I love these little fights. They're just so cool. Bandits versus bandits. Just a little squabble. That's all it is. Just a little squabble. Somebody's brother said something mean to somebody else's brother and now you're all killing each other. Okay. Wow, we are absolutely... We're actually losing a lot of men here. Like, our guys are probably pretty tired though. Man, we lost a lot of guys. That's actually interesting because... Is that this one? Okay, let's go take that really quick. Let's just get them walking. And then I'd like to form up our men if I can. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to send that to our nearest town. And then I could buy a horse or something. Let's maybe form up our men here. We still got guys way over here. Here they come. And actually I think... Oh no, there is still guys here. Okay, let's maybe go press up here and fight them. Here they come. Let's charge. There we go. Hopefully we'll win this. We do have the numbers, but our guys are quite tired. Never mind. It's tied right now. This is... Oh my gosh, we're going to lose that? Yeah, we lost. Okay, so I may end up sending our guys over to take that. We'll have to kind of see. That actually really sucks that we didn't get that. I don't really want to pay for any more reason for any more guys. Let's maybe order another horse. In 4 days we can get one. And I think we can get... We ever build all of these? Not quite yet. Still working on the church. There is tons of stuff to build right now. Yeah, let's maybe prioritize these houses first. Got everything delivered. If I can prioritize them and then I can get some more people moving in at least. For a couple more helping hands. Okay, that's good. And let's maybe actually upgrade our granary as well. Let's set that to highest priority. And what's nice is you can literally just take everything from here. Right on over. Be nice and easy. Okay, I think for the most part we probably got a lot of this done. That's done, and this is almost done. That's actually crazy. They're working pretty efficiently. So they'll probably end up getting everything done. Boom, now we just gotta seed that. Hey, that's exciting. We're gonna have a little bit of a harvest next year, so that's quite nice. This is actually growing quite nice. Let's get a or somebody on there. And we're probably good for timber as well as planks. Let's free up a couple more workers. Let's get them on our fields as well. Actually, did they get everything done? I think they did. Yeah, they're just waiting for this guy. So that's actually kind of nice. I think they should be able to definitely do that. So let's take some workers back. We can get one on there. We can fill these up again. Lime kiln, somebody's on that. Yeah, we got 38 dressed stone, so that's quite nice. Let's get some workers back on here. We also need to make some more charcoal, so they're still doing that, which is nice. I think I might go take that. No, let's maybe at least wait till all of this stuff is done. Yeah, they gotta come and seed that now. Okay, well that's fine. We got lots of money coming in. I think we should have enough for a horse now. Let's go ahead and get one of those. And then I think we're even... Let's maybe set these to highest because I'd love to start getting some more oxes. And they have finally started on the church, so that's sweet as well. Let's actually upgrade these and kind of just get them ready for a lot more, so that's pretty good. Having some more people move in. What else do I want to do? I could probably get another worker on our stonemason station. I got some cobblestone. Actually, instead of doing that, let's make some lime. Or mortar, I guess is what you call that. And we're quite low on food, actually, so let's make sure we get that. We're getting our berries. And actually, that's already low, so that's done, I guess. Let's just get somebody. We're gonna have quite a bit of barley, so that'll be good. Oh, actually, we'll need a malt house as well, won't we? Let's get one of those. Let's see if we can fit it somewhere nice. Also need to get our manor built up right here. I can maybe kind of build it. Would it let me do that? That would be kind of nice. It's kind of built into the ground already. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm kind of curious to see how they end up building that. And I guess I'll just take a path straight out into there. That's actually quite interesting that I can do that. So we'll get our malt house, and I'm gonna need a brewery. I guess I could maybe start figuring out where I want to have my blacksmith and all of that good stuff. I could probably have it kind of close to this. Maybe right here, honestly. Let's have our blacksmith right here. We can upgrade that house, upgrade that one, and that can be my joiner's workshop. And then I'm gonna need a brewer. Now our brewery could probably be like, I mean, right next to it would be nice, or maybe like right here. And that should be quite good, actually. We got everything done. Not as much as I thought I would be getting, but that's actually not bad. And honestly, since it's August, I should maybe even do another field throughout here. So I might do that. Let's just take a path out here. Then I'm just gonna get going straight through. And I guess I can maybe just leave a path. Yeah, maybe just connect it to there. And then I'm just gonna trace this out a little bit here. Let's kind of just do something like this. And then we can get a couple other big fields. That would be very helpful. And then hopefully we can even get them ready to go. So that's awesome. Let's get a couple of fields in here. Yeah, these are huge. So this actually gave us a lot. And what's nice about over here is I think it's really good barley fertility. Or where did I think that was? There's lots up here. Let's check this out. So let's go, yeah, barley's 84%. Let's do rye. And then over here, I'm going to do maybe rye. Just so we have a really good, lots of bread for the next season. I guess the next year I could do that. And maybe some flax or something. That's something. Got some more fields over there, and then they can take care of all that. Hopefully they'll actually do it. Let's see, are they heading over there? Potentially. Maybe. And they're still working on that too. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, that's good. Let's order another ox, because I think I probably have a horse on here. Yeah, there we go. Ernst. Carrying a rider, so there he goes. Gonna make a little bit of money. Looks like we're a medium village, and we would have an upgrade if it was in the game, so that's coming for sure. They have even said, so that's good. I'd love to start getting this going. If I could at least get all of that, that would be nice. And I think our church literally just got made. Oh my gosh, we basically have everything we need to already upgrade that thing. I should need to get somebody on there. Okay, that is excellent. These are ready to go, so I'm going to get a blacksmith and a joiner's workshop. Then over here, I'm going to get a, yeah, it's not harvest season yet, but I can get this to be that. So I'm going to need a worker to go on our saw pit right away. So I guess if you already have tons of lime kiln or mortar, yeah, we already do. So let's free up a worker there. And then, where can I get somebody? Yeah, we still have lots of firewood. Let's maybe just free up a person there. And then I'm just going to quickly get some planks here. Man, where the heck did all my workers go? Oh, here's our nice little malt house. See, that actually isn't too bad. I feel like that's pretty ideal. A lot of water and rain would probably wash into there, but yeah, it's not too bad. I think that should definitely work. It's proportional. We got some houses in here. I think we could probably even take this a little bit further even. Actually, what does this look like? I could probably even kind of go up around the cliff here. Let's maybe just do something like that. Actually, no, let's just go straight. That's probably fine. And then we can do something like that. And then we can get some more houses. More the merrier. Okay, let's maybe match that. That's perfect. They got a nice little view here. Let's check this out. Let's picture if we were one of them. In fact, we could even do this even better. Let's maybe go down here. Boom. Look at that. Let's pretend to be them. Look at the nice little view they got. If I could chop these trees down, that'd be sweet, but honestly, I might even just leave them. I think that's pretty cool. Keeps the kids from getting in too much trouble. Like, what a real game. Like, this is legit. So much crazy potential with this game. I'm kind of curious. Can I climb this? Nope. Or maybe like walk through the water or something. Let's see. Let's go on a little adventure here. Okay, these rocks kind of work. These rocks work, so I could kind of curious. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh yeah, look at that. He even had a little falling animation. I'm very curious to see if I can just like walk through the water. Yeah, we go. Oh, whoa. Whoa. What? I am literally... Okay, cool. Even the lighting's a little different down here. This is kind of interesting. We went on a little adventure today. Hopefully my game doesn't crash or something. That's actually so cool. Interesting. Okay, I'm satisfied. The other thing I kind of want about the game, you know in Stronghold, like you can actually see your lord kind of walking around. That's what I want. Like picture this guy, you can go in third person, all as well. But then if you actually exit out, I still want to see him running around. That's what I want to see. Like I want to see him like just kind of walking around. That would add so much immersion to the game. I don't know. That's just me. Let's maybe see. I could get another storehouse worker. That would probably make people a little happier. It looks like we have 5 available living space, so that's excellent. What I might do is actually, I kind of already have this set up, so I can just take that there. And then I can get our manor. Ah, we need more planks. We should be able to make some more for us. Okay, hopefully we're selling lots of stuff. Okay, they have actually done a little bit of a harvest here, it looks like. So they are in full force. In fact, if they're already harvesting, yeah, they're getting a little bit of barley and some stuff. So I might even free up a couple more workers just to get them on here. Let's just do as much as we can. Let's just harvest literally everything. Apparently it is all ready to go, so that's sweet. And then I haven't actually finished these, but they're kind of working on them right now. Okay, that's good. I wish the harvest season was a little bit longer, like September, October maybe. October's getting a little bit cold. But yeah, we got a little bit of a harvest. So look at that. We got lots of flax and barley and barely wheat, but flax is pretty good. And I guess with that, I could get a weaver's workshop, couldn't I? Now, I don't know where to put this. I guess I can maybe fit one right there. Yeah, why not? Weaver's workshop. So we have that, and then I could also get a tailor. If I can upgrade one of these, I need some more planks for sure. And actually, we could maybe use a couple more oxen. That would benefit us. And then I think once winter comes, I'm going to go take that last bandit camp. I think that would be pretty swell. Then I need to get some iron coming in. Yeah, we're also going to need that. So let's get a bloomery too. I don't know where to get all this stuff. I guess it says I can put it there, but I mean, if I put it like right there, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's throw it there. Let's get really crazy. Can we build it like right on the cliffside? Okay, we got one more worker available. Let's actually get that built. We might as well get that finished. And look at that. We basically got everything done here. We're just about done seeding that, so hopefully we can get it all finished. Okay, this thing is just about done. Okay, perfect. So let's can get a family on there. And again, we still need some more. Oh wait, we're out of timber, and we have lots of planks. Let's get somebody back on that. I think for the most part we have chopped down all of these trees, so I don't want them to chop down these, like the ones on the cliffside here. So let's just keep chopping some stuff down here. I could maybe continue on. Let's maybe just do like those for now. As well as this, I can also limit. So let's go a little bit shorter here. Let's kind of just do that. That should work. We got lots of oxen now, so that's awesome. And for the most part, they are almost done this. Man, can't believe I got all that harvest. So we got some wheat, lots of flax and barley, so that's kind of perfect. We have our weaver's workshop coming up here, and I think our malt house, yeah, we put it in here, which is ready to go. I guess we might as well do that, because I think we already have a... Wait, did we not get a brewer yet? We didn't. Let's do that. And then I could also upgrade some houses, potentially. Oh, wait, requirements not met. Okay, so we need some more meat and fish and all that good stuff. Which apparently we're out of. Oh my gosh, we only have 2 months of food. That's not good. Oh, what can we do for food? So this is out. We can free up that worker and may as well get that. Yikes. So honestly, what we should do is if we have the planks, let's get a couple of things here. Like these plots would be nice. These are pretty big. Let's maybe get some orchards. And then I can get some apples. They've actually increased the price of all that stuff. I should get a house in here, shouldn't I? I definitely could. Yeah, I can get a house right there. Why not? Sure, why not? Yeah, we are running out of food, so this is not good. I guess we have that wheat coming in. And we'll also need to get a communal oven. So if we could fit that somewhere, that'd be nice. Maybe. I should maybe even open this up a little bit. I think I could probably get some shops in here or something. I might actually do that. I'm going to demolish this house. And then I could get a communal oven in here or something. That'd be kind of cool. And then a couple more shops. It kind of opens this up a little bit more. Let's see. So we got those. That's full. Let's order another ox. We're making quite a bit of money now, which is also great. Okay, it's November still. Did they get all that done? I think for the most part, 40%, they got a little bit more to do, and they got all that done. Look at all that wheat that's gonna come in. That is glorious. Okay. I think we could probably, yeah, we need some more firewood. We can't run out of food and firewood. That would not be good. And these are ready to go, so let's get apples there. And any other ones we can maybe fit in. This could be a rough winter, I am not gonna lie. So I think for the most part they got 16%, didn't quite get the done, but everything else they got done, so that's nice. We're gonna have lots of wheat in the next time. Next time around, so we got lots of grain, which they've already turned that into that, so that's good. Let's free up all these people. Save for one, and let's get some more on the windmill there. It looks like this is nice and free now, so let's get... Oh, commute 11 right there. What do we need? Well, I guess we need some planks. Really quick. So let's get somebody on our malt house. I guess we already had somebody. And then our brewery. Yeah, look at that. We already have some ale, so that's quite nice. I guess we might as well get somebody on here. We're still struggling to get some... Oh, we don't even have anybody on there. You goofball. Oh, no, we need tools. Yeah, we're completely out of tools, so we could probably go get all that stuff. I think we're good with that. One there is fine. Let's maybe go get all this iron as fast as we can. And then I think now might be a pretty good time. Let's go take this. Let's just kind of walk this way. So let's go see where the bandit camps are. So we got one there. Oh no. Another one has appeared. So honestly, I'm just going to use my mercenaries. I'm just going to keep these guys here working. I am going to hire some mercenaries. Like honestly, just these guys would be just fine. Or maybe even... How are these guys more expensive than these guys? There's like full mercenaries. That's kind of crazy. Honestly, these guys did pretty good. So let's hire them again. And of course, they're coming from here again. So let's go up and attack them so we can take these guys out. That should be good. We actually got quite a bit of influence from all that. Bandit taking... Oh my gosh, we're completely out of food. That's crazy. Okay, we really need to focus on this. Let's get another worker on that. We can start making some flour, which we're actually doing pretty good with. And we don't have any planks yet. Let's maybe permanently assign an ox just for a second here. We need to get that done. Yeah, we need to at least get that bread. Okay, we got some ale supply for the people. I also need to get somebody in our weaver's workshop. I guess we could do that. We have somebody available. And then they can weave all that into linen, and then I can get a tailor somewhere, but... Okay, do we have some planks? We do have some planks, so I'm going to quickly, very quickly build this. In fact, I might see if I can fit it vertically right there. And then I could probably even get another one. Do I want another one? I probably could. Let's maybe put it like right there. And then we can do that. Let's put that highest priority. So then we can start making some bread for these poor people. Okay, we've already made a decent amount of large shields. I guess we could just keep them doing that. Or what can we do? We can make some small shields or some wooden parts to sell. Be a good resource. I think I might even just pause this for a second now. I kind of want to build up a little bit of planks if I can. And we can also get a couple of workers on here. So let's add one to our quarry, one to our stonemason station again to get that going. This house is ready to go, and this is a nice one for some apples. And we can slowly begin to buy all that stuff. All these nice big plots. Let's do some apples. And then it'd be nice to have some apiaries, maybe. 50 for that. I guess let's do that. You can sell honey and wax for quite a bit in this game, and maybe a couple of those things. And over here, I could probably have a nice little vegetable garden. I think that should be good. Yeah, we are completely out of food, so the sooner I can get all that stuff ready to go, the better. This has actually turned out to be a nice little town. Look at this. I actually like the layout quite a lot. There's lots of space kind of in the middle. You get your quarry in the middle. And it's kind of split up into two little mini villages here, combined into one village. I feel like it is quite a nice little build here so far. Again, if you guys are enjoying these videos, leave a like for the video if you wouldn't mind. It definitely helps the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't. And we will be making lots more Manor Lords videos for you guys in the future. I'm excited for our fish to come back, and we can get somebody on there. I guess in the meantime, yeah, we're pretty much out. I think we needed 20 planks to build a manor. Yes, we do. We have enough of everything else, though, which is kind of nice. Let's make sure we're selling a lot of stuff. So I think we're not selling rubblestone. We are making mortar, so I guess we could export this stuff. We don't need more than 30 of this at a time. Or even 20, because then they can still have enough to make lots of mortar. And did I not export that? Let's set that to export. I never actually set that, so that should be good. Okay, let's go check on our bandits here. What the heck happened to these guys? Actually, they're fighting right now. That's kind of perfect timing. Let's take these guys out as quick as we can. Okay, perfect. Let's go take that. And then I can kind of pay for some things here. So let's set that to our treasury. And I think this is empty. So that's kind of nice. Let's get them to go take that. No, that is all the bandit camps. So there's one over here. So they only cost 30. I think I might take them that way. We might as well. So let's get them to take that first. Let's just get them walking, just so they can preserve some energy. Okay, let's send that to our treasury as well. And we have a nice little start here. I feel like we're doing pretty good. I don't know how these other guys are doing. Let's check them out really quick. Nice little town built up here. I feel like they're doing pretty good. Actually, they have lots of houses. Probably quite similar to what we got going on. And these guys also look like they have a decent little build. I kind of like what they've done with that road. Kind of cool. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice straight road here. Nothing too fancy, but it works. Actually does it. Look how this thing's a mess. They got lots of stuff going on here, but it's a nice little, it'd be kind of cool to have a market right in the middle of this, but that's not bad. I guess the other thing we could do is set this up. So we're going to sell our honey and wax. So yeah, those are just minor trades. Let's export that and export that. We don't need neither of them, and you can sell them for so much. So the more apiaries you can get, the better. So we might as well get as many of those as we can. Let's maybe get some vegetables. And let's get all these set up. Maybe some carrots or something like that. And then a lot of these we could get to be apiaries. Like these, I think they'd probably be good little plots for that. And these are already set up, so should be making some spears. Do we have any iron? We got 19 iron ore so far. A little bit slow. Mining should be fast, shouldn't it? Okay, we don't have any tools available, so we need to do that. Let's set our blacksmith to make tools. And then we'll actually need to get somebody on here as well. So I think that should take care of that. I don't want more than 10 of these, because I don't want to spend all of our iron ore on tools, if we can help it. Okay, we got 70 planks. I'm going to take them off of there. And then I could get them back on here. But yeah, we definitely need some tools. Yeah, hunger, bad things are happening. Oh gosh, did we ever make any bread? We're still not done that, even with highest priority. So we just barely made it through the winter. I don't even know how. Like, what did they eat? I don't even want to know what they ate. Look at all these little apiaries we got in here now. That's awesome. Yeah, lots of stuff to build up here. I think what I might do, this is 16%. It's a pretty big field, so I may get just like one worker on there just to take care of that once springtime hits, obviously. And we already have lots of ale. So actually, I think we're probably out of... Yeah, we're almost out of barley. What were these guys doing? Oh yeah, this bandit camp over here. Almost forgot about them. Oh, of course there's one way over the heck over there. Okay, let's actually run these guys so I don't have to pay for them again. There, let's get running. Then we can fight these guys. We have some raiders near, so let's track their movements. Got them coming pretty soon. Let's watch this charge. Oh yeah. So this should be an actual proper charge. Let's see if they end up charging back at us. Look at this guy. This is Aragorn right here. Or Pippin charging at the Black Gate. He is not afraid of a fight. Is he gonna die instantly? Let's watch this guy's journey here. I'll see how he ends up doing. He's in the yellow Gambus in there with a bowl on his head. Oh, he immediately dies. That's sad. That is sad. And who's the next guy? Let's cheer for... Who do we cheer for? Purple Pants? Right in the middle there. Purple Pants. Just kick the... Oh, big kill there. Good job, Purple Pants. Let's see how he's doing next to Purple Cloak and blue shirt. Oh, that's like a pretty cool little uniform there. What do you call that? Armor? Would you call armor a uniform? I don't really know, but Purple Pants is doing pretty good. Let's see if he can... Oh, he's dead. Purple Pants down. Hashtag Purple Pants in the comments. RIP, my friend. Okay, we took them out. And let's go get that real quick here. 3 days left. Let's grab that and let's send that to our... Maybe even our nearest town? No, I think we probably have enough means to make money. I think that's pretty good. We did not too bad there. We got lots of influence, which is nice. And hopefully we can make some food now. Let's honestly free them up. I just gotta get some food coming in here. I really need some food. And then if I can, I want to get somebody on our farmhouse really quick so I can begin seeding this stuff. Just so we can get that done. Oh, the other thing is, I think this is probably... So yes, we can do that. Okay, let's take a look at this. We have enough... We're out of grain. And we're out of barley, so might as well hurry up our malthouse worker. I'd love to go get all of that iron ore if I can. So yeah, let's do that. And then if we can at least make some tools, that would be sweet. Let's see, are we making any iron slabs? Not quite yet. And actually, this is quite far away. I should have put it... Actually, I got some free space up here now. We also have our communal oven that we could put somebody on. We definitely could. We also got lots of space in here now, if we'd like. So I think we probably have enough people in there. Let's get somebody on our communal oven now. So we can start making some bread. We got lots of flour. So that's awesome. And we also got some flax. And they should be making some stuff there. Let's actually upgrade a couple of houses if we can here. What are we missing? Lots of stuff. Vegetables, fruits, and meat, and all that stuff. Basically everything. We still have lots of ales, so they can definitely stay open for business if they want. How's our supply and demands? We're still doing pretty good. It's only 3 houses, so we definitely need to upgrade some more. They are making some stone, so we can sell some of that. Let's maybe buy another horse. Maybe, why not? Let's get another one in there. Let's see, are they done this? No, they're only working on it right now. Botched. Stonemason. Wait, what? Botched? Oh, it needs maintenance, is that why? Lots of stuff needs maintenance right now. And actually this needs maintenance too. I think what I might do is let's get this thing up here if we can. Yeah, I might have to demolish that. That's kind of in the way. I'd like to get a bloomery in here instead. If I can. I think I should be able to once that goes away. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a dedicated smithy because can't really do anything without it. So let's just put this Even like just right there. Actually, no, let's go. Let's get a cooler spot for that. Let's get our smithy and put it kind of in the trees like that. And we can just connect it to there, right across from our saw pit. I think that should be good enough. And like right now, I don't even think these guys can work because they just don't even have enough. We can upgrade a couple of these, so might as well do that. Requirement's still not met, so we got some berries coming in. We finally have some food. And I think we should be making some bread. At least we should be. Got some flax, so that's awesome. How are we doing for our linen? We got 52 linen, so we definitely need to get... We could probably put a tailor right here. In fact, that is ready to go now. Let's get a tailor. Highest priority, and then we can start making some clothes for our people. Mr. Purple Pants, I don't know how we even got those. We don't even have a dyer or anything. Okay, we are out of fish, so that is not good. Man, fish used to be so much more useful. Now it's like honestly worthless. Oh, actually, that just grew some more, so that's good. Okay, we have our tailor. Let's set that to, yes, linen clothes. That is what we want. And they are already making some clothes, so that's perfect. And honestly, I'm just gonna... I think they're selling a lot at the market. I also need another granary worker. Oh man, there's so much to do. Got 53 iron ore here. They're still going. I could probably just... I got a lot, actually. Let's just free up those workers. I'd rather get them doing something else. Okay, we got our apiary there. Over here we can get our apples. And they're still building that. I'm gonna order another ox because why not? And then I think, yeah, at this point I can get our manor house. We might as well do that. I don't want to build this, like literally just kind of tucked in by the rocks here. I feel like that'd be so cool. Just right there. And then I'm gonna get my garrison tower right now next to that. Then I can take my little path here and just connect it to there. And then I could kind of do something cool here. I think we could probably figure it out. Yeah, for right now, let's get that built up. And I think all of this, yeah, see, I'm glad I did that. 117 rye. So let's get these guys back. And then obviously once it's September, we'll get a bunch more people on there. So that should help out. In the meantime, I think we definitely need some more timber and we need some more. Okay, smithy's ready to go. And what's nice about this is you don't actually need tools to make tools here, so they can kind of just do it for you. Over here though, I think, yeah, let's maybe make some spears instead. So yeah, we definitely need some tools, and then we could make some of this stuff. I think should be fine. Our bloomery. What I find a little bit interesting is the off map. Oh wait, no, this isn't an off map adversary. This is I didn't even know that. For some reason I thought they were off map. So this is an actual AI opponent here. And I kind of like their town, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, sweet. I thought there was an off map adversary and I'm like, why aren't they doing anything? Interesting. So that explains why. I am gonna need somebody on here now. I think we should have some tools pretty soon here. They are gonna be making some in no time. The other thing is they actually need, see, this is just so kind of dumb because I need tools to make, yeah, and then this main is I literally need to buy a couple of tools just to get things started. How do I do that? What do I want to do here? Transporting. They might still work. I guess let's see. Let's see if we can make some iron slabs here. Oh yeah. Iron ore is going down, so I think they are making some iron slabs. Yeah, I think we should be fine. And look at that, we already got 19 clothes. We could probably start selling some of those. So let's go to here. I think it's here. Yeah, major trades. So let's get our clothes. Let's start selling those. I think we could probably keep like 10 at all times. Maybe even like 5. We can sell them for a decent amount, so that's good. We got some honey coming in, and we could also sell some herbs. We got 17 of those. Look at that. Some herbs coming in. Let's go to here. We can sell herbs. Just a minor trade, so might as well do that. And let's just sell. Let's keep like 8, because we actually do use some for keeping people nice and healthy. And then let's actually get some more houses in here, so we got lots more space. I could probably take this right through here and then figure out some sort of system for getting some houses. I think I could probably do something like that, and then maybe split this up like that, maybe. Oh, somebody just got injured. Good. Worker injured? That's a thing? Oh no. Somebody got injured. That's not good. Let's go to people here. Are they say they're injured or something? Maybe he scraped his shin on the stone. Ooh. Yikes. Hate to be that guy. Let's maybe put it like that. Or I can maybe face it. Let's maybe do... Actually, I like the idea of doing this. Let's maybe just kind of do that. And then these ones... I'm out of timber now, actually, so that's all I can really do. Let's maybe get another quarry worker. Yeah, we got rough stone. We're still kind of working on that. Let's maybe get one more on here. Now, actually, what we need to do is we need to chop some more trees down. So let's just start hacking all of these down. I guess I can maybe even do all over here. And we pretty much already expanded our town as much as we want to. Let's maybe just do like the immediate ones, and then I could replant all of these and kind of just keep it easy. Can do that, and then let's get one of these. Oh, we don't even have 2 timber to be able to build that. Crazy. Everything needs maintenance. Do we at least have some spears? Looks like we do. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We desperately need tools, so I'm gonna pause our blacksmith and focus only on tools. Because I think for the most part, a lot of things should be getting maintenance soon. Yeah, we're making some iron slabs, so I think they should be alright. And this is all ready. Let's get some apples there. We at least have enough houses or burgage plots for like apples and carrots, so that should give us a little bit of food. Look at that, we actually have 7 months of it, so that's pretty good. We got some carp, some carrots already, and lots of wheat bread. So we're actually out of flour now. So might as well take that family off of there. July, we definitely got to make sure we get people on for harvest season. We're also going to need a clay furnace, so let's just put that right there. Right next to the clay pit. Keep it simple. And then we can start getting that going. Okay, how are we doing? Got 48 iron ore. Still have 34 there, and they also need maintenance. And it's August. It looks like a pretty green August, so that's actually not too bad. As far as our oxes, what could we do? Let's maybe get another one there. This thing's full. And now we're pretty much full. That's kind of crazy. So let's get a couple more of these. Let's maybe get one more up here. Then I could also kind of fill these up. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, look at that. Hey, retinue assembled. This is done. So now we can actually start taxing our people if we want. I don't think I really need to right now, honestly. I maybe could a little bit. What do I want to do? No, we can maybe leave that, but we do have a little bit of a retinue unit now. Raiders near in 192 days, so we gotta be a little bit careful of that. We're finally getting some tools. Yeah, finally got some maintenance there. Bandit camp sighted. We have a lot of houses to build here. Okay, we got 22 timber. Now we can build some more houses. Or at least plot them. Now, I kind of wanted this to be Yeah, kind of like that. Or like that. Maybe 3 there. And then over here is, we can get some houses in here as well. Honestly, I'm just going to do that just so those trees stay there. That actually looks pretty cool. I feel like that should be a nice little thing. And this is almost done. Let's actually set that to highest priority. Just so we can get that finished. A little bit of money coming in. Nice if we could get even more. We're hardly getting any charcoal or anything like that, so. Yeah, we also need some more workers on here. Oh man. We just need some more people. I think upgrading our church should help. We got our clay furnace ready to go. Let's maybe start getting some of that. We got 14 clay. Oh, it's harvest season. Pause everything. Pause literally everything. Okay, I need to free up as many workers as I can. And that. So that's 4. And that'll be enough to kind of get us started. There's 3 on here. That would free up a lot. Oh, I'm even late to it too. Our smithy. Yeah, we got enough tools. Let's just get everybody on here. Everybody that we can. Who else is available? Our bloomery, I think. Yeah, we got a decent amount of iron slabs. 4 is fine, whatever. Let's just get absolutely everybody on here that we can. Okay. That should be good enough. And even these guys, like honestly, literally everybody, I need to get all of this harvested. Because I'm pretty sure I am late to the harvest. So, actually, let's check. Yeah, I'm already halfway through harvest season. Oh gosh, so hopefully they can get most of it done. We're pretty well maxed out here. I need another granary worker, but they'll at least get something. That's a lot of wheat that they can get. Got lots and lots of people out there, so yeah, that's honestly gonna be just fine. I'm not really worried about it. We're probably gonna need some more barley though this next season. I guess let's kind of just let them do the crop rotation. Okay, there we go. Had a nice little harvest there, and we can still, oh, see, now it's October and now we're really screwed. Well, I guess let's just let them do everything else. We can maybe do some barley there. Right, let's do flax and maybe barley there. I was gonna give some of these a break. Do some rye. And some rye. Let's get maximum amount here if we can. Maybe some barley over here as well. Actually, over here, let's do some rye instead. Yeah, we didn't quite get all of this stuff. Did we harvest that? I think we must have, actually. We must have. So let's do some barley. And yeah, some flax over there maybe. It might be just fine. So let's get all that done. Yikes. Okay, well, at least got tons and tons of, we've got some rye and some wheat, so that'll give us lots of food at least for this year. Okay. Not bad at all. Okay, they are slowly working on all that. We have lots of oxen, so I might as well get a couple more oxes to help us out here. More families are moving in, so let's maybe get a little bit more clay coming in. We got 15 clay. Yeah, that's good. And then we can basically get all these people back to work. Let's maybe do this. So let's get some more orchards here on these nice big plots. And over here, they're kind of the same thing. So let's get some vegetable gardens. A little bit of a variety. So that should be good. We still need some more planks, which we are completely out of. So I think what I might do is let's free up just one worker. Then we can get them on the saw pit. And then if we have a little bit of money, which we do, we got lots of money, we'll start taxing. Just a 10% tax, and then I'm gonna get, we haven't quite finished those. Let's maybe construct those. Let's set those to high priority. Okay, that's good. We still have some leftover ale, so that's great. So let's actually see. I think for the most part they got everything done. All of this is growing 97%. Yeah, they got everything done. So that's a lot of barley coming in. And honestly, it's still November. I wonder if I could squeeze in one last field in here. Like, this is really good fertility. I think I could probably get... Honestly, let's maybe try and get one in here. I feel like that would be good, at least just for the barley. And they can kind of rotate them. So let's try that. Let's see if they can get that done. And we can kind of get everything else. Ah, it's December now, shoot. That's fine. Let's get all that stuff turned into grain. There's lots of it, so they'll be busy for a little bit. And I think we probably have enough already, so let's get like 2 workers. Maybe 1 there, and let's max that out because it's going to be a lot. Get 1 on our communal oven, and now we can get some people back on all this stuff. So let's get 1 on there, 1 on there, 2 on there, 1 on there, and we still had somebody there, which is nice, I guess. And then maybe 1 more on our smithy. Let's get 1 more back on here. And then I need to kind of figure out the rest of this stuff.
Come on, laddie. Come on.
Like our mining pit. So yeah, we got 26 clay. That's probably already enough. That's all I really need. So let's get somebody on our clay furnace now. Just so we can get enough roof tiles to upgrade our church. I actually love where we put this. That's so cool. And I bet you these are all ready to go now. Apples. Got some vegetable gardens over here now. You know what? Now might actually be a pretty good time to try and take another region. We have a decent amount of money, and I can't imagine they would have a whole lot of troops. I guess we gotta maybe be a little bit careful. I don't know when... Actually, what happened to that? It, maybe they already came? The bandits? The raiders? I don't know. They might come soon. I think now might be a pretty good time to attack another region. We also have these bandit camps up here that we can maybe get along the way. See, I wish there was kind of a way to see how every town was doing. Like, you kind of just see here. Okay, there it is. Raiders near 56 days. How's our army doing? I feel like we don't have enough soldiers to defend ourselves in case we get attacked. But they could also attack another region too. So I think we might be okay. We're still turning all that into grain. How are we doing with this? So I think we've made quite a bit of tools. Let's see what we're doing here. So spears, I might enable that again just so we can finally get some, yeah, nobody's on the smithy right now. I'm going to start making some spears if I can. We already have quite a bit of iron slabs and lots of planks as well and lots of large shields. So I think we should be able to bust out some spears real quick here. And then hopefully build up a little bit of an army. I think now might be a decent time though. So let's maybe see. I could probably take this. I guess let's go up based off of resources. This one's actually really good. Rich clay, rich berries, and fish right there. And it's actually really close to our town already. So we could defend it quite easily. That would be an amazing town to take. As far as over here, let's see what they got. Rich berries, rich salt, which isn't too bad. Not as good, but it's definitely decent. Is that all they have? I guess stone, and they might have exhausted a iron deposit or something like that already. And then over here, you have rich clay again, rich fish, and mushrooms. That's actually pretty good too. But I think what I'd love to go for is this region here. It's definitely the closest one. So let's maybe grab a little bit of an army here. And by a little bit, I mean as many as we can muster. Let's maybe get... let's maybe get... these guys are a little bit too expensive. I'm going to go with them and them. And then hope that is enough to take these guys out. So hopefully we can get there quick enough. And hopefully we don't run out of money. Hopefully they actually attack us back. So we'll see what happens with that in the meantime. I guess, yeah, we got to prepare for 52 days here. Can't really fish. We can upgrade a couple houses here, and we might as well do that. Let's do some carrots, maybe some, let's do some pears. Because that, I guess it takes longer to mature, but then you get a better yield, so let's just do that. I think we're being attacked, actually. Yes, we probably are, and we just lost basically all of our archers. So that's not good. In fact, I think we even won that, didn't we? Let's run and take that quick. I guess that basically pays for all these mercenaries. And then while we're doing that, let's head up here as well and take them out. And these guys. I guess, yeah. Shoot, that actually sucks. I lost all those archers. Yeah, we can go take that really quick. And then the other guys are just over here, so they'll get there in due time. I kind of love this map, I'm not going to lie. So this I'm going to send to our treasury. And that basically pays for all of those mercenaries, so that is quite handy. And then I guess these archers, let's get over here. Let's do that. And it looks like these guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of set up over here. They won't be able to see them. They won't really know they're coming. They're kind of just behind this tree line. And then these guys, I'm going to get maybe just on the outskirts here. And then I can kind of attack from, I guess, 3 different angles if I use my own men. As far as what we can get going right now, so we are taxing our people, which is good. That will bring in some extra cash as well. And then, actually, did I get those archers over here? They'll be pretty useless, but I'm just going to get them. They're going to cross this bridge here. Let's just get them kind of over here. And then hopefully we can attack these guys. Actually, is there anybody even there? Yes, there is. And they're fighting each other. Here they go. They're having a little bit of a squabble. They're fighting each other, doing some practicing. Probably actually hitting each other and then end up killing each other. Who knows? So I guess, yeah, in the meantime, we got this going. Let's see what we got going on. So I might... No, we're pretty good for planks. We got lots of timber. Firewood's pretty good. And I'd actually get more people on our charcoal. I could probably split this up, actually. If we can make more charcoal, that would be sweet. Should be making some more spears. Yeah, look at that. We already got 10 spears from last time, so that should definitely be enough to defend ourselves. And then I'd love to get our mining pit going again. Actually, we got our clay furnace there. We still have a little bit of clay, so they're actually making some roof tiles. Let's see. Oh, see, now I need lime kiln. Oh gosh. Maybe let's go... Let's just get somebody on there really quick, and then we can upgrade our church. Let's do that. I don't even think we're building anything right now anyway. Okay, oh, let's attack them. There we go. Now we can go claim that. And that pays for all of those mercenaries even more. Make sure they're just walking. So let's get these guys maybe just on the outside of town. Like right there. I don't think they should be able to see them. I'm sure they have scouts kind of out and about. But let's start claiming this region. And then we can see where our battlefield is. Again, I'd love to see battlefields actually fought in the town. Like right now, there's no reason to even attack the town. Like watch. They'll show us where the battlefield is. I bet we won't even be anywhere near the actual town. Or I could eat my words. I guess we'll see. Enemy unit spotted. Okay, that's actually decent. It's kind of just on the outside of it, so... Whoa, what are these guys doing in here? I guess that's where I told them to go. So let's actually go just outside of this. And these guys, I can press into their town and start doing a little bit of damage. Like, what would be so cool is just like, you want to just attack this region? You could just do it. You don't have to use influence or anything like that. I think that'd be so cool. Kind of like Stronghold. Like, you just send troops, start wiping them out, and then it's up to them to defend them. Like, that's kind of just how it was. You didn't have to ask their permission. Kind of what it feels like sometimes, but... Nevertheless, I think that should be fine. Let's see what they're coming out with here. So they got these guys. Let's look at the map. We got them. And that's pretty much it. And what's funny is they're spawning in our land, which is kind of funny too. That seems to be it though. So we will see if they end up getting some more. Oh. Okay, they got 3 full units there. That's kind of something to be worried about. Let's maybe get in the zone here. Maybe on this side of the tree line, and they also got some archers coming through there. Yeah, we need to reevaluate here. What the heck is happening? Yeah, they got 3 units, those guys. And some archers coming from over there. This could be interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if there's any mercenaries available. There is not. Okay, so this is basically all we have. And let's maybe get one more unit of spearmen. Yikes, this could be interesting. I might have to fight some of these guys. Let's maybe push forward. And I might have to fight these guys. Let's go. Oh, gosh. They outnumber us. 4 units, 5 units. Yeah, we are going to lose this if we don't bring in our own men here. So we definitely need to do this. It is a very, very necessary. So let's push these guys in. And I don't know what those guys are doing, but we have these guys coming out. Come on, men. Our only hope is to kind of split up and take these guys out one at a time. So let's just go. Let's rush these guys in. And I guess we got to save our energy, though. That's the end, kind of the issue. Let's speed this up a tiny bit. Okay, let's line up right there. And if we can kind of take these guys out first. Yes, we get it. They've been hidden in the trees. Okay. Spearmen, battle has begun. So let's just rush these guys in and take them out. And then we could have these guys kind of on the flanks. Let's start shooting them. Let's maybe get them back, actually. Let's get these guys here. Let's maybe form up right in the trees, and then we can push these guys forward a little bit. Let's see if they'll attack us here. Let's put them on standard ground. See, they're trying to form up with their guys. I can't let that happen. I gotta kill these guys before they get here. So we may have to overwhelm them a little bit here. Let's maybe get them over there. Okay, we are outnumbering them. We should be able to take them out pretty quick. The only issue is they're coming. I'm gonna have to run these guys in. Of course, they're gonna distract them. And I don't want to lose too many of my own men, too. Shoot, we might not win this. Let's maybe just get them right there. Okay, they're dropping like flies. That is as planned. Hopefully we can get some shots in here. Come on, man, shoot. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, let's see. Are there any other mercenaries that we can hire? No, there is not. So this is basically all we got. I don't see any other guys. Enemy unit spotted. Let's kind of zoom out really quick and see where everybody else. So they're coming in there. And that seems to be it. So we might be able to make this work. And it's kind of nice that we have some archers firing in too. Or are they? Actually, I don't even think they are. Let's just shoot at will, allow friendly fire. I think that's probably what they're worried about. So we should be able to take them out too. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty well here. We got a few archers here. It actually sucks I lost all them. Would have been nice to keep them, but we're getting some shots in here. Go on, man, push forward. And let's go check out this little fight. Actually, are they... Let's push forward. We're actually doing very, very well here. I'm not gonna lie. So let's actually... Do I even need to push these guys in? I might just kind of hold these guys off. If I can. Even though, are they... They're light. Now let's actually just get them walking. Yeah, let's charge them real quick here. If I could at least stop them from coming, that would be pretty sweet. Oh, already lobbed their heads off. That's an interesting formation, boys. We got a nice little charge here. We have a 40 men, and they got their brigands there as well. So I guess we'll kind of see if we can do some damage. These are supposed to be light mercenary archers. They got like full chainmail and archers and everything. Or helmets, I mean. Very, very nice. Let's check over here really quick and see how we're doing. So we already took them out. And... Oh, what happened? Oh, they're morphed into one. So we actually did very, very well here. Let's charge in. I feel like we should be able to win this. And I think this is the last unit to kill. I'm actually going to turn friendly fire off. And let's just kind of run them over here. Yeah, I think that might be it. Let's get these guys in here. Wait, did they just like run past us? Where do these guys come from? Interesting. So I think once we take these guys out, that should be it. We got these brigands coming in. Let's charge in, man. Oh, pathfinding issues. Guess I didn't see them at first. Yeah, I think this should be the last. I can't believe we won this. That's actually crazy. They had way more units. So I'm glad I kind of split up and took them out one at a time there. That's the power of a force. I mean, if you can kind of outnumber them separately, then you can kind of win like that. So this actually worked out quite nicely. And that should be a victory. Maybe? Peace declared, and they are... Wait, what? What's being claimed right now? So they... What? So they're trying to claim this region right now. And that's the region I just took. So we actually own this, but they don't exist anymore? I don't really get that. Okay, well, actually, what's nice is we didn't lose too many of our own men, so let's just get them back. And right in time for the bandits to attack. I don't know if I want to keep these guys or what. Like, they're pretty strong. I don't want to lose them yet. And we got lots going on here, so let's... When I say I might have to get these guys over here. They're probably pretty tired is the only issue. Ugh. And I don't know what they're going to send at us, so we might have to get these guys over here. Let's go over here. Let's just kind of form up there, and then we'll have to fight that battle. And we also get some brigands coming in as well. Well, I guess what we can do is take a look at what we got going on here. So we got our berry hut, which is kind of nice. It's right in the middle of the town. We got 4 people on that. Honestly, probably a little bit overkill. You used to have to be able to put 4 people and then they just get like 500 berries, but gone are those days. For some reason, it just doesn't do as well. We should have lots of... Oh my gosh. Hey, hold on. They got 5,000 regional wealth? Are you kidding me? And they got... What are they selling to make all this money? So they got a bunch of clay, so that's probably one thing. And a bunch of roof tiles is probably what they're selling. And planks. They're definitely making lots of planks. And they don't really care about the planet, so they're just chopping on any little tree they see. We got Fisherman's Hut over here, which I don't really get why it's so far away. I might just take a path up this way. Maybe kind of just to there. I'm going to delete this. I don't know why that's so far away. And we can remove a couple of things here. So let's remove that path. And then I'd love to get this literally just like right there instead. That's probably a little bit better. Oh. Oops. Let's just go like that. Okay. Fisherman's Hut has been fixed, and sometimes you just need to kind of fix the town to your preference. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not to my preference. So corpse pit, they got that. Where is their logging camp? Usually they put that kind of in the middle of the town, which I find interesting. So they got 3 workers on there. A couple of staples. Let's maybe get that upgraded, maybe with a couple more hitching posts, if we can fit them. Look at some... How is there supplies there? Maybe something was deleted or they just forgot to pick it up or something. That's actually very, very interesting. So they got 3 workers on the granary. Storehouse, they got a few workers on, and it looks like they need some more people on both. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take a look at their trading post. Raiders coming in 14 days. Where is their trading post? We got the trading post over here. And lots of horses. They're doing actually very good. So we're exporting planks. And they're basically, that's probably where they're getting all their money from. And exporting roof tiles as well. They are exporting honey, which means they probably should be exporting wax as well. Okay, let's do that. And nothing else really. And then over here, we don't really have any weapons. We're exporting firewood and charcoal, so don't do that. Just export charcoal, and they got plenty of that. So honestly, doing pretty good. And then as far as what we could get, I think we could probably do this. Where is it? Increase capacity of forage goods, but we don't have a hunting camp, so I don't think that would help us out much. I don't really know what to do over here, actually. We have a fishing pond, berries, and clay. No fertility, I'm assuming. No, not a lot. Let's just get Honestly, even though we don't even have a hunting crab, an instant export price on minor trades, that's actually good. So let's get this, and then it would double our berry hut. So let's do that. Look at that. Now we got 290 there. Are these guys getting a little bit closer? A little bit, so we got to keep an eye on that. Can they actually claim that? I guess since they started claiming it before, which is like kind of interesting. They're just like, we're going to lose this, so I got to claim this. Got a couple of stables there. I guess this is probably a good spot to put a few more. Okay, we got 11 days till our raiders come. These guys can get back to work, which should be good. We got a couple more spears in their hands, which is great. And another bandit camp sighted. Would you look at that? So where is... We got one way over here. Man, I can't let them take that. Do we have more mercenaries I can hire? No, we don't. So this is pretty much it. We might have to resolve that. So let's see where the battle... Okay, yeah, that's actually closer to us. So that's actually pretty sweet. They're trying to pay us off with the money they don't have. We have all their money. Actually, let's start taxing these people so we can get more in our treasury. Where the heck is our manor? Do we have one? Okay, over here it looks like. So let's tax these people. Let's do about a 10% tax. And then we can start getting some money rolling in. We got 15 people. Or house or families, I guess what I should say. That we can throw around here. So we got our deep mine there. Charcoal kiln. Where is our woodcutters lodge? They're doing pretty good as well. We should probably start replanting some trees. Let's maybe do that. And then I was also getting some more of these before I had to restart my game, because usually as soon as you take a region, it's just like very glitched out. So you gotta kind of restart your game. No, don't demolish it. I want to upgrade it. Okay, that should help. And I guess I might as well... Yeah, we got our saw pit, logging camp. Bloomery, which I don't know if we have a whole lot of iron, so I don't know why they still have something on the bloomery. They must be importing something. I don't know. As far as weapons, I don't think I really have the ability to get... We need a rich iron deposit. That would help us. Yeah, we got our fisherman's hut. That should be quite nice for us. And let's get maybe 3 families. Actually, probably 2 is good enough. And then we can limit this. Let's limit it to like 100 or something. Let's put that to about 100. That should be nice. And as far as oxen, how many do we got? We got 4. It'd be nice to get all those built. In fact, they should be done pretty quickly. And order a few ox. Okay, so we are currently winning. They haven't brought out any guys because I don't think they have any money. And this is kind of the annoying part because I'll have to keep repaying my guys. Oh, man. Okay, now... Okay. Oh, those are raiders. They are coming from... Who knows where. We got raiders there. I guess... Let's say... Spotted from here. So they're coming from there. That's actually probably perfect. Because then they're probably just going to come across the bridge and then we'll be able to kill them. So, if we go right there, I think that might be kind of perfect. Interesting that they spawned from there. That's very far away from everywhere else. Okay, it is March. So, let's see here. I think we got everything done in our fields. I guess they haven't got that done yet. And it looks like they need to fix that a little bit. We do have some people on here, which I guess we might as well get a few more. So they should be able to kind of get a start on that with the oxen that they have. And let's maybe order a couple more if we can. We have these hitching posts. We can upgrade them. We might as well do that. And then as far as our... Yeah, we need more people on here. But honestly, they are probably fine for now. How are we doing for everything else? So we got some apples we can throw down here. We should be able to have quite a bit of money here. And now we are out of money, so
This is heavier than it looks.
I want to get some more of that. I don't understand how the other regions get so much money so fast. Like, how are they at 6,000? I get absolutely no money. That's kind of crazy. Well, we ended up taking them anyway, so. Okay, we got them coming in, which is pretty much it. Where's these bandits? I thought they were coming from there, unless they're like glitched at the top of the map or something. I do not see them. Okay, battle begins. Should be able to take these guys out pretty quickly. And then there comes the bandits. So that should be a victory, and now we have this region, so thank you, I guess. Sweet. And now we got these guys coming in. Let's quickly go take care of them and get the influence from us. That's gonna be kind of nice. Let's take them out real quick. Okay, should be able to get quite a bit of influence for that. And there we have it. So interesting that they only sent 3. Usually they send about 4. But there we go. I think that should be it. Another ruler army. Oh, they got these green guys coming out. What do they have? Okay, they got a little bit of an army there. Not too much. Let's disband them, and then that should be good. So now we have 3 regions. We could build in here if we want. We do have a rich iron deposit, which would be nice. It's kind of far away though. I don't think, like, let's take a look at what we have here. So we could free up them. And all that stuff is there. We have 24 iron ore to kind of work with here. We have made quite a bit of spears. And we are going to be out of planks relatively quickly here, so we got to be careful. Let's get another granary worker. That would probably help. And then we also need to get somebody back on here. Who could be free up in the meantime? Are they done all this stuff? I guess they're kind of working on it right now. They probably have enough people on here, honestly. So let's do that, and then I can get 1 worker. Jeez, it's not even really that important to do right now. Oh, right, I need to get them on the fishing pond, so they're going to do that. And then we got those guys on there collecting berries. And our smithy, I guess, yeah, we are running out of tools pretty quickly here. But what we do, yeah, I don't know. Rough stone. Let's maybe get some more stone. I feel like we could dominate the market a little bit there. And actually, I think we should be able to upgrade our church now. So let's do that. And then we can start getting some more clay to then upgrade some more houses. So how are we doing for clothes? I think we... a little grain. We got tons of flour, so hopefully they can make some bread. And I can't believe I still never did this. I guess I don't need to do this anymore. I almost would rather have the bread maker over here. No, let's put our bloomery there, and then we can just demolish this one. And then I could maybe put a bread maker somewhere else, maybe just like right there or something. Then we can have another one. That should be fine. Yeah, we have tons and tons of... yeah, they are making some bread. So honestly, I might get another worker on there to make more bread. And then food should be a non-existent problem, so that'll help. Let's check back over here and see what else we can do. So I guess we have so many families available, we might as well do that. I also find it crazy. How many families do they have? I only have 31 and they have like 50? How do they have that many more houses? I guess, yeah, they might have more houses. And more people have moved in, which is interesting. They've kind of dominated the market in that sense. I guess what we could do is buy some more of this stuff. I think that'll be good. And honestly, what I might do, we have so much charcoal. I bet you the other ones are doing the same, so they probably just dominate the market anyway. I was thinking of just taking charcoal off the trade route and then I could sell it over here to get more money, but I don't think that would really even help. And honestly, while we're at it, I could probably take another region here. Let's maybe go for the next best one and the next closest one. Let's maybe go for these guys. We can get not a whole lot here. I could probably get these guys and these guys over here. And they're all coming from here, it looks like. Maybe let's just leave these guys here, and then these guys we can just get like there or something. And then we can press claims onto this town. The other thing I don't love about the way like the state of the game is right now, it's basically a race to see like, well, first of all, AI is glitched. Like there's no way they should be able to make that much money that fast. It's basically a race to see who can get the most amount of money, pay for mercenaries, and then you just attack a town. And it's a race to get influence. I don't know. It's kind of just, it takes away all the freedom of a player. Like I think it should only be like, take the cap off of how many units I can get. Take that cap off immediately, and then it only comes down to your villagers. Like that kind of takes away from your entire town and the whole point of raising your own army through your own town, building up your town faster to then get some more soldiers. Like it kind of feels like cheating to just get mercenaries and then just attack a town. I don't know, it just feels silly. And then obviously if you don't have enough guys of your own, if they hire all the mercenaries, that's it for you. I don't know, just kind of a little mini rant. And then obviously it'd be nice to be able to just attack this town whenever I'd like to. If we're fishing over here, we should be doing pretty good. I could maybe get, also the other thing, it kind of limits, did they limit it? They might have limited it even more than what it was, because I could get that. Because you should be able to get like 6 units, and now you can only get like 4, so I don't know. I don't know. But we are taking care of these fields, which would be nice. And we have 6 available living space for people. We got a little bit of money again. Let's get some apples there. And then all these, we could maybe do some like vegetable gardens. And then these are also ready to go. So that will help with some food. We get some pears. And now we're out of money again, which is fine. I'd also like to get some more apiaries. We do have quite a bit of them though. We do have quite a bit of them. Honestly, we need another worker on our trading post. So hopefully we can get some more people moving in. That would be nice. We're getting a little bit closer here. And we have these bandits that we could maybe take out. Okay, our men are now in place. Let's set claims to this region. Okay, that'll be good. And then this is obviously my other end. Now I have to wait for more influence just to take another region. Man, if I got the army, I should be able to just swipe the entire map. That's how the wolf did it. That's how the snake did it in Stronghold. You just take everything. So let's see. Actually, this is a little bit better. Look, the fight is actually in their town. So let's press forward. Let's put a little bit of pressure on these guys. See, this is what I love. So they're still trying to pay us off, which is fine. I like that mechanic. I could probably start shooting these guys. Let's see if we can kill them before they even come here. They only got 1 unit of brigands. Man, mercenaries, that's a tough life out there. Not a whole lot of mercenaries to hire. Okay, that's good. Now let's push these guys in and get into the battlefield. And I think, see, what would be so cool if I could just start burning the town to the ground. That'd be so cool. So I might actually spread out maybe. Let's see, do they have any guys coming in? I don't see anybody. I really only just see these guys. Which, let's fight these guys. And if you want to attack them without your bows, you press Alt on your keyboard and then you can attack them. Okay, so that's good. Let's push back into the towns. Maybe get our archers right in the middle here. And then we can maybe press into the town. Where's their church? That's usually where all those people go. Can we burn this down? No, I don't want to do that. That's so mean. Yeah, look at that though. I find it so cool that they all like go into the church when, or at least they should be, whenever they're being attacked. It'd be kind of cool if you had a castle. They'd all like run into the castle gate. That'd be kind of cool. But hopefully we can take this town. We have 2 days left remaining with our guys. Over here we have 1 more family member we can throw on our fields. And we're still building a couple things. Let's maybe get our second communal oven ready to go. Okay, we have these guys coming in, which I guess I could use my own men to go take them out. Yeah, honestly, that would kind of be ideal. They only got these guys. Let's go take them out. And then if we could take them out, that's less people that we have to fight in the actual circle, so it saves them a little bit of energy. Let's get them over here. I'm gonna have to pay for them again. Let's maybe form up here. Are they pushing into our town here? Oh, okay. I changed my mind. Nope. Disband. I want to fight you in the circle. Oh gosh. So let's maybe push to this side. They are hiring a bunch of mercenaries. So do we have any? We can hire these guys. Might as well get them in the fight. Let's get them running over here. So let's push our guys up. And the circle is now massive, which is kind of crazy. So let's actually fight them. Let's defend their town from themselves. Okay, and then let's get these guys over here. And then that's basically all we have. So we still have these guys. Honestly, I should just send these guys. They're pretty useless anyway. So let's just go fight those brigands that we can get some money from that. Oh no. Got no mercenaries. Honestly, yeah, they got these guys coming in. Some soldiers. We might be okay. And we could also send our own guys in as well. If we ever have that issue. Like, honestly, to me, if I want to take this region, it should be claimed once I kill, like again, in Stronghold, once I take out their manor. Or like burn their entire town to the ground and then they surrender or something. Like, that's what it should be. Like right now, if they come in this circle and I only kill this unit, that's it. They lose, and then all the other units that they sent in are just like pointless basically. But they're coming into our town, which is interesting. So that could be very interesting. Oh no. Hopefully they don't burn our town to the ground. All our people are running for dear life. Okay, so they're gonna come this way, which makes it a little bit more interesting. I can get these guys over here maybe. Unit spotted. Are they killing our guys? What are they doing? Okay, battle has begun. I don't know. Okay, we gotta fight these guys. So they are now over here. So let's get these guys on stand your ground. Our archers can begin firing, and let's kind of just move forward a little bit here. Oh, going the wrong way there, men. Let's form up. Oh, get our archers out of there. Let's charge in there, and we may have to get our own guys in here. I'm not gonna lie. Is this all that they have sent? Yes, we may have to do this. And we still have these archers in here, which is kind of annoying. Let's maybe form up back here. Maybe form up back here. They're still trying to pay us off here. So let's come and form up here. Okay, broken. Why are they... Wait, what? Did they run out of money or something? Maybe they ran... Wait, what? No, they wouldn't have run out of money. What the heck? Or maybe they didn't have enough treasure or something? Okay, well, they just disbanded all of their guys and we win. So... Sweet. Didn't you have to fight these guys? So let's just disband them. Okay. Nice. They have lots of money. I guess let's see. I want to make sure, just really quickly, are we farming and doing pretty good there? So I think we are done with that. I'm just going to keep our farmers on here, just so we can harvest when the time comes. Yeah, that should be good. And we're building a couple other things here. Okay, so they're going to work on that. Let's check this out. So this is a nice surprise. It's kind of just free money. What we could do is upgrade a couple of things here. Trading post should be making a decent amount of money. What resources do we use? We got rich clay as well, and rich fish. Let's definitely make sure they are fishing and getting lots of that. Let's maybe limit that to 150. Since that, yeah, 396, 150 should be fine. Or even actually 200, probably better. 200. Okay, that's good. Granary, probably want a couple more workers on there. In fact, we might as well just max those out. We definitely have the people. Okay, logging camp, that's doing pretty good. They have lots of shields. Okay, they got lots of shields and lots of clay. Not as much roof tiles. So where is their... We got a woodcutter's lodge. Let's get a couple of workers on our charcoal kiln. Okay, we can get an upgrade here. Let's kind of take a look at what we have again. So we have our mushrooms, fish. I don't really think there's anything you can do with fish. It's kind of just whatever you get. You can't double the size of it. So let's just do something with mining. I think it's this. Mining labor speed, sure. Just because we have some mining. There's not really anything else you can really get. So I think that's probably our best bet. So let's go with that. And everything else, let's maybe do a little bit of a tax as well. Let's do a 10% tax. How are we doing for food? Not super well. We could probably buy some. And as far as our manor, mind your managers. Actually, let's do this. Do we have a bloomery? Where's our trading post over here? Where is our trading post? It is... Here it is. I found the trading post. So we got livestock on there. I'm going to import some iron ore. So I'm going to order like 30, maybe even like 40 of it at a time. We can even do a trade route. Why not? We got unlimited money. Let's import iron ore. Actually, we got lots of money. I might even turn tax off. So importing that, and then we need to make sure we have a bloomery. Let's go back to our manor. Where the heck was that? Okay, we got our manor over here. I'm actually going to turn taxing off just so we have lots of money. We can spend that on iron ore instead. And then I don't know if we have a bloomery already over here. Okay, we do. Let's get 2 on there. And then I need a blacksmith of some sort, which we already have. Let's make some spears. And let's see if we can get a unit over here. So we can't even get a unit. Oh, that kills me, game. So that's completely pointless. Let's just do it anyway, I guess. Yeah, I think we had a couple of things done over here. So let's take a look at this. So we had all of these built up. Let's maybe order an ox or 2 over here. Upgrade those. We are getting some berries. We're doing pretty good with that. And actually, this should be pretty big. So I might get a few more workers on there. We definitely have them. So might as well do that. And let's get some of these. And then we can start planting some trees. So let's maybe go like right in here. And we could plant maybe over here, maybe get some trees. And then I might even get a couple more of these things. Let's just put one. Where could we fit one? Just like along here, maybe. Might as well get a few of them. We can get those built up. Okay, we only have one more region left to claim here. And then that is kaput for all the AI opponents. They haven't really attacked us or anything. I actually even have aggressiveness all the way on. And we're building up our church, which is great. Malt house. Hopefully we have a good harvest. That'll be pretty nice. And actually, we don't even have any more sheaves. And no more flowers, so we might as well get them on here instead. Might as well do that. Fisherman's hut, that is already... No, it's actually still pretty good. It looks pretty happy. And then with this time to harvest, I'm going to get absolutely everybody on our fields again. Let's take a look at everything else here. So I think for the most part we have everything upgraded. We can get some carrots over here. And that's pretty much all of our money already. And then we should be making a decent amount of clothes. We've got some spears, but we don't have any shields now. So what's going on with the shields? Are we out of planks or what's going on? Let's maybe pause that. We still have some iron ore. We need to upgrade that. We also have that communal oven that we can get somebody on. In fact, let's maybe split them up. 2 ovens running at the same time. We're getting a little bit of money. Things are doing well over here. So let's get a few more families on our fields. Okay, that is excellent. Yeah, farm is looking nice and healthy. So that makes me nice and happy. Should be able to have a nice little yield. Tons of flax coming in, lots of barley. This is actually a nice variety of stuff in this harvest. So that should be pretty nice. What we're going to do is upgrade our retinue unit. Since we can't recruit any more units. Even though we have the peasants and the weapons. Let's upgrade these guys. Okay, there we go. Got these guys fully upgraded. Take a look at this guy. What a beast. Got tons of chainmail. I want to be him. Actually, out of all these armor sets, what would you want it? Obviously, they're a little bit glitched. This guy is sweet. Honestly, this is probably my go-to setup. Full armor, lots of chainmail, sword, and shield. Can't beat it. Can't really beat it. Like, you can have, like, this shield. What are you going to do with that thing? Absolutely nothing. This guy's got an axe. I feel like an axe would not be a good use of a weapon. Then you got, what else do you got? Like a hammer? I don't really know. I'd rather go sword and shield, honestly. That's probably my go-to. Or maybe like a spear or something. Okay, let's, our mining pit. I could upgrade a couple of houses, and honestly, might as well do that. We should have quite a bit of ale coming in, so we need more houses to actually take advantage of that. Lots of people moving in, which is nice. Okay, we have another bandit camp sighted, so we might as well go for that. I could probably just take my retinue out. Let's just take our retinue and head on over there. Let's go take them out. Shouldn't take too long. That'll be nice to take that out. And yeah, we're basically just waiting until we get enough influence to be able to attack this region. So we will see you guys when the time comes. Okay, it is now September. It is harvest season, so let's, like I just said, I was gonna wait till, so let's get our farms going here. So let's get as many people on there as we can. Saving complete. Thank you, game. And I want to have a nice little harvest here if I can. One more. I guess our fish. Okay, that's at 80. We can now take them off of there, and that should be our 16 families that we have on all of these. So that'll be quite lovely. Should be able to have a nice harvest. Let's watch them just absolutely maul these fields. They're doing pretty good, so that's awesome. I love the farming in this game. Like, honestly, don't change that, Manor Lords. Farming is excellent. What I would do is make the harvest season bigger, but it kind of limits, so you gotta have like enough farmers on there, and you kind of gotta know what you're doing a little bit. But if they at least extend it to October, like, that would be good enough, or make it like what it was before, because it was a lot more fun. You could just like force an early harvest. I don't know, fun isn't so bad most of the time. But we have a nice little harvest here. Let's see, we're getting closer. And I think we already killed them. I guess we're a little bit late. Let's get them running. Claim that, send it to our treasury, and then we can get these guys back to where they came from. Yeah, look at this. We got 175 flax, 316 barley, tons of rye sheaves. That'll keep them quite busy. So let's get maybe another ox, just because, why not? And let's see if we can free somebody up, just so we can have one available. So we have our malt house going, and I'd love to get somebody back on our tavern. Let's maybe do that. And then I also need to get somebody on our weaver's workshop. I guess our clay furnace, we could do that, weaver's workshop. And then we can make some clothes again, because we already have all that stuff. So that should be perfect. They're going to start doing some more farming of the sorts. So we got 4 oxen over there, so that's good. Yeah, I think for the most part they got everything done, so that is quite the yield. Tons of barley, basically endless amounts of ale about to come in here, so that'll be good. And actually, just through tithing alone, we now have enough influence to claim that other region, so we might as well do that. Let's see what we have for mercenaries. Not the greatest. I may actually wait a little bit here to see if we can get some better mercenaries to hire, because we do have tons of money, and I also want to see what this all looks like. Like, I want to make a ton of bread here, so let's go one more family on there. Be able to make a bunch of bread. I guess we need people on here first, but for the most part they should be almost done everything. Let's get these guys back, and again, still can't get any others. Are we basically just waiting on shields? What are these guys? Oh, it's disabled. Oh, that probably would help if we disabled that. Blacksmith. Actually, do you not have anybody on our... Oh, you don't, actually. So we need to get somebody back on there. Let's maybe do that. We have enough charcoal, so let's get some more people in here. And then I want to get somebody on our smithy if we can. And then we can make some tools again. That'll be good. And then we also need some planks. There's lots of stuff that we need to do here. But let's just wait until our farmers finish the fields. They should be going pretty fast here. We got oxes everywhere. So they are doing some good work. And lots of people over here, so that's good. Look at this. We should already have a bunch of clothes. See, this is what I worried about. So they're trying to take Ferdow, which we now need to get some mercenaries over there, which we do have. So let's just hire these guys. And that's actually a pretty good army. Let's get them over here. That'll be good. So we got 3 guys coming from there, 3 from there. So they should get there in no time. And then I could probably just use those guys. That's actually a pretty good army to just press in and take this after we have this battle. I'll be honest, I kind of miss just having a guaranteed good battle with the off-map adversary. I might enable them for the next video. Let me know in the comments below if you like them on. It's definitely cool. Like over here, you have a battle, but it's a little bit more unpredictable. Like it needs some polishing to actually be fun. I don't know. I've already complained that to death, but it's honestly not too bad. Let's get these guys in place. And let's just start the battle. And it's actually over here, so I'm glad I did that. So where's our guys? They are coming from here. Oh no, it's over here. So yeah, let's get them and these guys over here. They're trying to pay us off, which is no good. And yeah, see, like right now they're sending 1 unit of brigands because I bought all the other mercenaries, and they're kind of screwed if they don't have a good army. I don't know, just a little bit unbalanced. So what I'm going to quickly do, rush these guys in and kill them. Battle has begun. Kill these brigands. We should get Ferdow. And now we can press into their town, and we didn't even lose anybody, which is nice. Let's go into their town and let's start claiming these guys. And that should be the last region to claim. And I imagine the battle will probably be right in here, so let's just push right in here. And let's just send absolutely everybody. Actually, it's harvest season. I may not need to, so let's just maybe get these guys to help out. Let's push them in. Gauntlet has been thrown, so the battlefield is right over here. So let's get these guys over here. I'm just going to set up right here and kind of wait and see if they end up putting some guys in. Okay, that's good. How is our fields doing? We're almost done for the most part. We're currently losing, it says. What's going on with that? See, they don't have any money. Like, they probably can't even hire any mercenaries, actually. So we might as well go into the circle. And let's maybe even press right up into the field here. I think we could definitely do that. Okay, a new month has passed, and now there is... Oh, they got a bunch of guys coming out here. So we got, like, some mercenaries coming in. We got some brigands over there, and then their own men. So we might have a little bit of a battle on our hands here, depending if they are able to maybe do something with that. So battle has begun. Here they come. So they got very limited units here. So, and I guess they're just waiting on brigands. So I guess we'll see if they end up pressing forward. Yep, we're gonna kill these 6 men, and that will be it for our battle. Honestly, just our archers will probably be able to kill those guys. Flock of crazy geese, I love that. Here they come. Let's watch them kill them. Tons of archer fire. Man, these guys are resilient. Man, world's worst archers. Like, am I right? Terrible. Okay, let's just quickly do this. And that's the last one. And boom, I win! I hope I didn't rant too much in this playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. I do really enjoy this game. However, I do think it's just not at the best state right now. I don't know, I think there's lots for them to work on. The building is amazing. The actual building of the game is absolutely incredible. Manor Lords is fun in that sense. But the battles and the AI and all that stuff, again, it's early. Lots of stuff to be polished there. We have a victory. Days passed 1372. Construction's finished 170. 678 endgame population. Challenges won 5. Challenges lost 0. Enemies killed 343. Soldiers lost 103. Dead villagers 13. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.